We are live.
We're live. Wi-Fi don't let me down. We are live and in the flesh. It's Monday night. I was telling Kyle that it's Molly's birthday today, so we're a little late. Apologies. I tried to be a good husband and surprise my wife at the jiu-jitsu gym that she goes to. And when I walked in, I made this Lil changed her name. I went to CVS and I didn't know how to use their print shop shit, but I actually got it together and I got it done. I printed out this photo collage. I got a little cake. I walked in with my daughters and she was like, what the fuck are you doing here? So, I was actually even DMing with the gym earlier in the day and the lady was like, yeah, we're going to have balloons and we'll do a thing. So she kind of set me up too, because then an hour before she hit me and she was like, it's been a busy day. It got away from me. I wasn't able to do any of the shit I said. So I'm standing there with my dick in my hand. So long story short, I guess I'll ask you, have you ever had a surprise party thrown for you? Would you like a surprise party? And is that something that you would be interested in as a birthday or some type of celebration type of shit?
No, I am. So I'm 100% with Molly. I am not a surprise party person. I don't think I've ever had a surprise party thrown for me. Maybe I did and I'm forgetting, but it wasn't really a surprise because I kind of knew it was coming type stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I guess where I slightly differ from her is that if somebody did a surprise party for me, I would OD put on the fake oh yeah, my god, thank you so much, this is so cool, I love it so much, you know. But in my mind, I'm like, fuck,
yes,
I just want to chill, you know. I don't really do birthdays. For me, you know, for me a birthday is just chilling. Let me just do my own thing. Let me lay in bed. Let me take my time. Let me, you know, whatever. Play some tennis. Play some golf. So
this is Molly. Corin, I once threw you a surprise dinner and your family was there, and so was Kyle. Ask if he remembers. It was at Yard House in Yonkers.
Oh, I do remember that. I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. For sure.
Yeah, Lilith, agreed, Kyle. I hate surprises. I will say this. It's I don't know how surprise parties became a thing, because it's I've seen videos and I just saw one recently, this girl I knew threw a surprise party. He's actually a fan of Kyle and Corin. He was a fan of Secular Talk back in '88. Joe G, shout out to Joe. He's a good dude. But he came home and was in his work clothes, he's in a mindset of probably on some fuck work shit. You know, you could come step in the house and be on some man, fuck all the, and then everybody's surprise, let's party. So it's it's such a mind fuck to be ready, shut down. And it's I'm at my house, I'm at my sanctuary where I'm about to just shut it down, relax, put on a show, chill, the day's done. And then now you got to ramp it back up to be on some what you just said type of shit. Yeah, man, hey man, good to see you. I haven't seen you in dumb long. And it's I ain't asked for this shit. So it's
yep.
It's but some people love that shit. Some people I feel love surprise parties.
Yeah, it all depends on the person. As you get older, I feel you become more reliant on routine. This is what I do. I wake up in the morning, I have my coffee, I go to the gym, I do this, I do that. Everybody's got their little routine that they go through. And as you get older, you get more set in that routine. Mm-hmm. And so if it's an older birthday and somebody throws you a party, it's really on some oh, I didn't want this type shit. Well, now it is acceptable
because they don't have as many friends. So it's when all their friends get together, they're probably oh, that's cool. Rob and Billy are here. I haven't seen them in 30 years.
Nah, to me, it's the opposite. I'm set in my way. The older I get, the more set in my ways I am. Yes. So if you break the schedule, it's a little bit almost offensive. Hey man, relax a little bit. Mm-hmm. Now on the flip side though, in college years type shit, if you want to throw somebody, then it's kind of cool because it's it's college.
Yep,
nobody really has a schedule or wants a schedule. You basically party as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so for that I feel is different. But to your point, there are massive differences in personalities where some people would just love the idea of having a surprise party thrown for them. Yeah. It's just not me. I'm just not the type of person, you know?
I'm a big, on my birthday, I'm nobody do shit for me. Like, I don't care. You don't got to call me, whatever. But then on the flip side, I'm also like, why aren't people doing shit for me? Like,
you want the acknowledgement at least. To like, hey man, happy
100%.
birthday.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
understandable.
Like,
That's understandable.
like, I don't want you to actually, like, if I'm at work or something. Well, I don't have a job anymore, but like, if I was at work, I want the idea of like, let's all get him a cake and sing in a room or some shit. But then like, I want you all to like just be so busy on your emails, like you don't actually do it. But then later on, I want them to be like, yo, I actually try to send an email to everybody and like actually organize this shit. And then I'm like, that's what's up. Thank you, man. Like, and then everyone like will still say thank you type of shit. But like, I don't like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I do. I feel like it's cool in one sense when people are acknowledging your birthday, but then on the flip side, it's also like, I didn't have any say over this day. Like, I just like happened to come out on this day. So like, there's nothing really special about that day. You know?
I like it. I like it when people say happy birthday.
Yeah.
Like that's the level of acknowledgement I want is for you to text me or for you to, if I see you in person, you to say it.
Yep.
That's the type of shit. Like if people tweeted at me, like, thank you, I appreciate that. Like that's the level of acknowledgement I want is just say that shit. But anything beyond that is like, okay, like, all right, all you got to do is say it. And I'm really happy. But to your point about like the day that you're born, I mean, I was thinking about this shit a lot, man. Like, I feel like I know astrology is fake, but sometimes it's like I kind of feel like there might be a little something to it, and here's why. There's all this little shit like every girlfriend I've ever had like a birthday in fall.
Mhm.
Every single one. And I've had a bunch of them. Like I've had like girlfriends I've been serious-ish with is like what, 6 maybe?
Mhm.
And that's 6 all in October and November. Not a single woman I've ever dated is not in November or October for their birthday. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that a little weird? Like, what are the chances? The chances of that are so slim to just have that be the case. And that's one example. Another example is me and Crystal.
Mhm.
We looked up, you know,
Look at
what our
this.
compatibility shit is. Kyle low-key bragging about what?
6, your 6 girlfriends.
Oh, that's not bragging. I thought if anything, that's the low end. 6 in my life. That's like low end. I know people who've had like 20 or
For real? I feel like that's
course.
like 20 girlfriends. That's I feel
over
like
their life. Dog, I'm 37.
But I mean, I don't want to sidetrack you off that story, but like 6 feels like a comfortable number. Like 6 is a good 4 to 5 years, like each relationship. And
No. That's not how I define it. I define it
Oh.
like some of those serious relationships were like 6 months.
Oh,
and I'm going back from literally my first girlfriend, which was 6th grade,
I guess,
all the way up until now, and I'm 37 years old. 6, that's like not that much at all. There were spells in that shit of like 2 years of me not dating or talking to any females.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not even.
Yeah.
If anything, I thought you guys would mock me for like, that's a low ass number. That's what I thought, but apparently you think it's the opposite.
So what's a comfortable number? 20 something, you think?
No. For me, I think my number is perfectly comfortable.
But I like 6.
I just feel like the era we grew up in, there's a lot of like hookup culture is like a thing.
Yeah. I think I only had 2 girlfriends, maybe.
It's like as defined as what, like 6 months or longer?
Like
3 months or longer.
6 months or longer with I think, and I love you in there.
So if you define, if you narrow it and say there's got to be an I love you in there, or you change it to like a year or more, then I get knocked back down to like 3.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like so that should be a lower number.
It's all how you define serious relationship. But anyway, the point I was going to make was me and Crystal looked up what our whatever our signs are, and they do this thing where they like say the compatibility of your shit.
Yep.
And that shit was crazy accurate, even though those things are normally bullshit.
Yeah.
It was like perfectly described it. Then she was like, I'm gonna look up what my shit was with my ex. And that shit was crazy accurate too. And the shit they laid out like, this person you might initially feel like you're compatible and attracted to.
Damn, they had
but then that shit is gonna go drive into a ditch and you're gonna hate this kind of person. And she was like, she was looking at it like, yo, that is like they just read my whole life on some
That's
casual shit.
yeah, that's pretty scary.
Yeah, Marianne Williamson, who of
Yeah, she's
course
into all that shit, right?
she's
The
in all
like,
that shit. And when she was giving us our like breakdown, and she
mhm.
was started going through it, and again, it was like eerily accurate. Where I was like, I know this is bullshit, but it feels like it's not the way that she
See,
describes it.
but I would like she knows you guys too. So not that she's a Jedi, like, but like she probably does have some accurate readings and stuff like that. But like she's coming into that reading knowing Crystal, knowing you. So like I feel like stuff can kind of get swayed by that, you know, like it's like, so it's not like I'd be more impressed if you guys just walked into some random shit and the psychic is like, this is going to be this is going to be this. And you guys are like, fuck,
Yeah,
that's spot on.
it's not that's the thing though. It's not psychic shit. The argument that they make, the astrology people,
Mhm.
is that when you're born dictates certain things about who you are and how you are and your personality and shit. So like I'm January 31st is my birthday.
Mhm.
The fact that I was born January 31st means I'm an Aquarius or whatever the fuck. And with that comes X, Y, and Z. And they go through the characteristics of that shit.
Mhm.
And but I mean, they really have mastered the art though of making it seem like making it the things general enough where anybody could be like, that's me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
they found a way to say I'm saying some shit without even saying the shit. So
Yes.
people go, "Oh, I relate to that."
Yes.
You know, like
They're
for
vague.
example, they'll say some shit like, "Oh, it takes you a long time to open up to somebody, but once you do, you really give them your all." And it's like, "Well, that's everybody." Like what are you doing?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's like the definition of all those commercials that tell you have like every single disease. Like
Oh
they're
my
like,
god, yeah.
do you have a headache? Like like, did you look at the sky today and it was blue? And it's like, yeah. Like, so it's like they find shit that you can agree with. But I do think that there's obviously the saying that like there's a type you like. So maybe the type of girl that you like, they all fall under that astrology season of X type of personality. So like they
Yeah,
fall
but
into
that's the
that
thing.
category of Virgo, whatever the shit you
But
have the same thing of.
But it's still they still say it's bullshit though, because it's not true that everybody born in October shares the same characteristics or
Yeah.
anybody born in October and November. Like that's the point, is like the whole thing is sort of bullshit. But it just I don't know, it's just a funny coincidence that every girlfriend I've ever had was a fall birthday, October or November. Literally not a single one I've ever dated was summer, spring,
Yeah.
winter, like literally none of them. And I just find it's just weird. It's just, and I'm sure I'm curious if other people have had similar sorts of things in their life where it's sort of that doesn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
doesn't. You'd
I
think there'd
also
be one, right? Like my friends. You're my best friend.
Mhm.
You're July 15th, right?
Yeah.
Brian, he's a really close friend of mine. He's July 30th. But Will,
Your friends are summery, but your girlfriends are or what? Wintery was it?
no, yeah, no, it was folly,
Folly.
autumny, yeah. But Will, who's a close friend of mine, is January, like me.
Mhm.
So it's a little like that. That there's no pattern, but for the girlfriend one, there is.
I just find it interesting that there like this is a whole like profession. There's a whole space of
It's
people
not
that
really a profession. It's fake, bro.
it's fake, but you walk through New York City, there's tons of like astrology shops and like psychic
Oh, that's
readings and like
palm
all that
reading and
shit,
shit,
like
tarot
palm
cards, whatever
reading.
the fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, like on every single boardwalk. And like I don't know if it's like a confidence thing too, like of like kind of just being confident in whatever you're telling the person that they start to believe that shit. But I guess the people that are going for these psychic readings
They
and
want to believe it.
they
Yeah.
want to believe it.
Mhm.
So like you have to find the right person. And I've heard that with like some mentalists and like other mind readers that like supposedly mind readers is like they won't do the shit if they if they can tell that you're like not on the same wavelength of what they need you to be doing to get like the right answer to you.
Yeah, what do they call it? Like a cold reading or something like that? How you could basically look at somebody and deduce certain things and then
Yeah.
like start a line of questioning that they can
Yeah.
start answering. Yeah, I feel like they're just good at that, right?
Yeah.
Like that one I'm OD skeptic. I don't even really believe in the astrology shit, but it's just a fun idea to play with, especially given the coincidences I laid out. But the other shit, like the tarot card readings and the psychic shit, like that is like, come on, man. Let's stop.
I mean, but there probably is something dating back to like old ass, like some Egyptian shit that like I feel like there is weird things that happen in outer space with the stars and like the stars aligning and all this shit that like maybe changes people's moods and the way they fucking act or something like that. Like there's
Well,
got to be something to that too of like when there's a full moon, people are acting weird. Like where did all that shit start? Like it can't be some coincidence that like a full moon happens and then people are like, it's a full moon. That's why your fucking dog is wilding out. Like there's got to be something just happening in outer space that when weird shit happens with the stars, people start bugging out.
bro, I mean, it's even simpler than that. People say it all the time. As soon as summer starts or as soon as spring starts after coming out of a long winter, people are like, bro, I feel amazing. The first
Yeah.
days of spring when you actually get the sun in the sky and it's 68 degrees in this bitch and you can finally get outside after months being inside. I can't tell you how many people have been like, "Oh my god, I didn't think that I was sad or depressed or anxious for the last 4 months, but the fact that I'm outside now and the sun's hitting me and like I'm feeling so much better than I felt in fucking months, bro."
That's
And
what I'm
so
saying. Yeah.
but that's all like the sun hits you, you get vitamin D, it probably increases your dopamine and your serotonin. Like
Yep.
that's all very straightforward, but it is literally like we are literally matter. So like we're made of the same shit that's in the universe, so it would make sense that we're all sort of tied together in a
Yeah.
way. Like I'm amazed when people don't have seasonal depression. How
Yeah.
the fuck can you sit inside fucking 4 or 5 months straight when it's dark outside all the time, cold as fuck, and you're just like, I'm good. Like how? How are you good? What drugs are you doing that's making your brain like stay perked up and peppy and shit? The
Yes.
amount of cocaine I would have to do in the winter to feel like I'm okay is legendary. I'd have to snort a line every 20 minutes to feel like I'm chilling, I'm good.
So I'm and maybe I'm not explaining my shit right, but like there's got to be something like so that stuff I feel like could be like a mentality shit. Like, oh, the weather's nice, I'm gonna be in a better mood. But like I'm talking about the old school when there's like a full moon. Like, why do like isn't there like don't the wolves start like howling and like shit like goes crazy when there's a full moon because just there's something in the air, like something's happening that people start freaking out. So I like it. I again, I'm probably not explaining it right, but I feel like there's something with the stars, like the stars aligning is a fucking term that people use when shit goes right. So like, I don't know. There's got to be something to like the stars aligning, a full moon, like shit happening in outer space that just like makes people feel better. And again, I
Okay.
didn't explain that shit right, but everyone knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Um, so I looked it up as you were talking. Here's the question I typed in. Tell me if you agree with this question. Does a full moon change our behavior?
There you go.
You like that question?
Yes.
All right. So here's what Grok says. No, the full moon does not significantly change human behavior according to the overwhelming consensus from scientific research. The idea stems from ancient myths and folklore, lunacy deriving from the Latin for moon. But studies, including meta-analyses of dozens of experiments, have found no reliable link to aggression, crime, suicide, psychiatric admissions, or other dramatic behavioral shifts. And then it goes on to say the moon's gravitational pull is far too weak to influence the human body. A mosquito on your arm exerts more force. But then it goes on to say sleep patterns. Multiple studies show people may fall asleep later by 5 to 40 minutes and get 20 to 30 minutes less deep sleep in the days before a full moon. Whoa.
So
Even in
that's what I'm saying.
controlled
Like
lab
it goes off
settings,
something.
that is weird. Even in controlled lab settings or remote communities without electricity, this could indirectly affect mood or energy the next day via fatigue, but it's minor and not universal. Results are mixed, with some large studies finding no difference. What? Other potential links. Weak correlations appear in specific cases, like intermittent synchronization of menstrual cycles with lunar phases in some women.
That's so like that's what I'm saying. Like there's
Bro, they
shit
say
that
that shit
happens.
happens. Did you know this? That they say that if there's two women living in the same house, their menstrual cycles will sync naturally. Did you know that?
Wait, like just that'll just happen?
That shit'll just happen. That like let me I'll
That's
fact check
kind of
this shit right
crazy.
now. Do women's
That's what I'm saying. Like there's shit that goes
menstrual
on. So
cycles
I
sync
also
together if they live together?
what was the other one I was just about to say? Um I want to know one why wolves like howl at the moon when there's a full moon. There's got to be something to that shit too.
I'll look that up next.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
I'm wrong.
one
I'm
to
wrong,
me.
by the way. The women
Oh,
shit do not sync up. Crystal lied to me. I got that one from Crystal. What the
That would be
fuck?
kind of wild because one could like just be at the end of her menstrual cycle, and the other one just moves into her apartment. Is like, nope, your shit's restarting again because I'm in the crib now.
They literally have an explanation here that says why it seems real, but it isn't.
I mean,
All
like,
right, wait.
so, like,
What was your question about wolves, right?
yeah, why do wolves howl on a full moon? Like, where did that start from?
Let's see.
Here we go. Isaac agrees with us. We're just making shit up.
Wolves don't. It says wolves don't actually howl at the full moon more frequently during full moons. That's a myth. So they just howl at the moon in general. That's what it says.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Well, my myth is busted and your myth is
Yeah, what the
busted.
fuck? So then I guess I'm wrong. I guess there's no theories about like fucking astrology shit. Now my mind is like kind of just thrown all off for a loop.
Yeah.
All right.
Isaac,
Well,
we are just making shit up. Welcome to our podcast. This is what we do on this podcast.
I want to start by saying I really respect the shirt Arrow Pastel.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah, because that's throwback, man. I remember going to the mall and Arrow Pastel, I mean, was the shit, and now it's like back in. Arrow Pastel.
Oh, is it back in?
Again. Yeah, Arrow
That's the
Pastel.
thing, bro. You stick to your guns long enough, and all of a sudden you're cool again. That's how it works.
Arrow Pastel, American Eagle, Abercrombie's back. They're all doing shit now that was like hot when we were coming up.
Well, fuck Abercrombie. I'll stand on that shit. But not fuck Arrow Pastel.
What did Abercrombie's owners do some shit? Because they're back and like better than ever, I feel like.
Oh, really?
I mean, people fuck with them heavy again.
Yeah, they were just horrible. They had the horrible, like, they like had those young models, and
I feel like every company does that shit.
No,
like,
but they like the owners.
The
owners, I think the owners were like pedophiles allegedly, and
damn.
like, yeah, there was all sorts of fucked up shit going on at that company. Then they were like, they purposely would not hire like minorities because they're like, we don't think you're attractive.
Oh, right, that I heard about that shit.
And then there was like some shit, some girl worked at Abercrombie and wanted to wear, some Muslim girl wanted to wear the thing that covers her head, and they're like, you're not allowed, you're fired. And there was like a lawsuit over it. Like they were just a horrible company, like just a horrible company.
I feel like their whole kind of model. But I mean, like, look at this. Like, FUBU has their model where they were just like, we don't want anybody but black people wearing our shit. And Abercrombie, and is it American? Like,
Abercrombie's trying to be the Klan version of that. We only allow white people.
I mean, like, dead ass. That's what it seems like, because they like were trying to like not hire minorities to work there, and then.
But like, FUBU wasn't actually like, you know, if you go try to apply for a job at FUBU and you're a white person, they're not just going to be like, we're literally not hiring you, you're white. They wouldn't actually do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we wore, you and me, basically any sort of urban clothing except FUBU, we wore. Mm-hmm. I wore Echo Unlimited. That shit was like
North Face was popping.
Everybody wore North Face.
Timberland was like a big one.
Remember when Eminem had his clothing line for like 2 years? What was it? Shady Limited or something like that?
Did he have his own thing?
Yeah, he had his own thing. Hold on, let me look up.
Did you say Echo Unlimited? Because that was like,
Echo Unlimited. Yeah,
I remember 50 Cent had like a G Unit line that kind of popped off.
I didn't wear that one, but I of course wore the Sean John shit. I wore a lot of the Sean John shit, and that was fucking Diddy. I was wearing Diddy's clothing in high school, y'all.
He was like clothing line? A lot of his business ventures were pretty successful. I know, like he put Ciroc, I think, really on the map, right? That was like
he did. Brand. Shady Limited was the Eminem brand, but I didn't wear that one. I wore Sean John. I wore
Slim
Echo.
Shady listens to our podcast.
Oh, hey, Slim Shady. We got our hair dyed by the same person. So what's up, dude?
Speaking of Slim Shady, I was watching last night, and it's on CBS now, which was so weird. But they had the VMAs on, and I was like, I haven't seen or heard about the VMAs for dumb long. And all the people that I saw, I had no idea who they were. But then they were like honoring Ricky Martin, and they did a whole segment of Ricky Martin, and he was singing like "Livin' La Vida Loca" and all his like greatest hits. And then I remembered, I feel like Ricky Martin came out and was gay now, right?
Yeah, or is that a rumor? Yeah, no, he came out a long time ago. But I'm like you. I had a funny experience with that because when I was a kid, I thought Ricky Martin was like the epitome of masculinity.
That's what I'm saying. Like him and all the Backstreet, like Lance Bass when he like turned gay, I was like like good for him. That's like a new audience and opens up a whole thing. But he's singing all his songs, and it's all about like provocative women shit, and like he's got all these women dancing around him and stuff like that. And then low key, it's like he's like, JK, I'm gay. Like, well, it kind of like throws off his whole like kind of swag what he was built on coming up.
Crystal and Ella make fun of me because they were like, their gaydar was able to spot Ricky Martin from a mile away. Like that dude is gay as fuck.
But like we didn't even that didn't even cross my mind back in the day. Like,
well, because how old were we when Livin' La Vida Loca came out? Fucking 9? Like how old were we? We had to be young as fuck. That song came out.
Yeah, check when that came out, because that was his main shit, right? I was trying to think. Livin' La Vida Loca. She's I was reminiscent. Like cats and a voodoo doll.
That was my shit. What year did Livin' La Vida Loca? You're sort of killing it, not gonna lie.
She makes me sing her crazy. That's it. But all the lyrics is like he's got to change that shit now because like the news is out, bro.
He'll just say he instead of she, say he. But all right, so it came out in 1999. That means we were 11 years old.
Yeah, so that was like prime time, like when you're listening to Z100, like locking in on some music. And low-key, I listen to Z100 now with my daughters. They repeat like the same 4 songs. Like you don't even have to like be a radio DJ anymore. You just have to have 4 bangers and just put them on repeat and throw a couple commercials in there. Because realistically, how long are you sitting in the, unless you're like a taxi driver or a truck driver and you're driving from state to state, so you're going to lose out on the radio station at some point. You won't listen to the radio for more than like a 15-minute ride. So like you really only need like 5 bangers if you're a radio station. That's why sometimes
that's right.
If I'm sitting in the car, I'm like, yo, this radio station's killing it. They haven't like repeated the same song in the last 20 minutes. So like shout out to all the radio stations that actually play good music that's new or like throwbacks.
Sirius XM does that. They don't repeat the shit. Like they'll repeat the shit, but not on the same day. They'll never play a song twice on the same day, as far as I've heard. You know, I've done 6-hour drives, 7-hour drives. They never fucking replayed some shit.
Yes, because they're like you're locked. Like the whole point of Sirius is like you're locked in for some long distance shit.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, 90 station, 2000 station, fucking hits 1 or whatever the fuck. Like it, but they'll give you a variety in the shit that they're giving you. Yeah. So I think they do a good job with it. But the Livin' La Vida Loca shit, man, that makes me think of, that was one of the first songs I remember like really playing on repeat when I was a kid.
For real?
You know? Yeah, that I remember Hanson Mbop.
That was a banger.
Thinking like, damn, this is amazing. I want to listen to this over and over and over and over and over. I'm trying to think of like the first, I think Hanson might have been one of the first fucking albums that I had, like actual CD that had the whole shit.
I remember their CD cover. Well, they had the single, and we've talked about this shit for day, but when CDs came out with singles, they just had like 2 songs on it, and you could buy that specific CD. And Coconuts would sell that shit, but they had a yellow album art with all 3 of the Hanson brothers on it, and I think it just said like Hanson on top. But I still have like, because I had the CD cases for all of my shit for so long. I had Counting Crows, I had 50 Cent's album,
Get Rich or Die Trying. That was
Get Rich or Die Trying.
We were older for that one. That was like what, 03, 04, something like that.
Maybe. When did Macarena came out? Like what?
Was earlier. I want to say that was like 96. Let me look
that
up.
That would be super throwback because that one was like an original banger too. That
I remember everybody did it. Low key, I was always a little bit like the song was a little bit annoying to me. But it came out in 90. Oh, okay. The original came out in 93, but the global hit one came out in 96. So yeah, I think it was 96 is the one we're thinking of.
Yeah, 96, but it's lasted 93 was it Mambo Number 5's the number 1. Another
I hated that
like,
song. They played that shit into the ground on the radio, dog.
Yeah, that's what they do is like they will find a song and just imprint that shit into your brain.
Yeah, but that one was particularly annoying. It was like there was nothing about it that I felt. It was all just like, shut the fuck up. It's funny. I have such a specific fucking ear for music where like There's a fine line. I either love it or I hate it. There's not many
Do you like
songs.
this one?
Scatman.
You know this one. I'm the scat man.
Wee, ba, 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 dum, bum. Ba, 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 dum, bum, bee, ba, 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 dum.
Yeah.
You know what I remember that song from? The movie Basketball. That's how I remember that song.
Was that in there?
It was in, and that's a banger movie. That's Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
See,
that's
to
a good
me,
ass.
Mambo number 5 kind of is a little whack, but then on the flip side,
it's whack.
if you do the Casper slide, that shit has some gangsterness to it that like it's still, to me, when the Casper slide comes on, I'm like,
which one is that? Sing that.
Casper slide is slide to the left.
Oh, slide
to the right. Crisscross.
Suck my dick now, y'all.
yeah.
That
Take
one,
it back now, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
2 hops this time. Bam, bam. That one
I was
comes
never
on.
big on that shit either.
And you didn't like that one?
No, just I don't know. Too many. Like I don't want to. I don't want to dance to some shit. Like give me directions and shit.
But I kind of like that because it's like instead of like the one part that would get that I actually didn't mind it was when they were like freestyle or something like that, and you just kind of did your own shit.
Yeah,
I like that part. I like when they're like telling me what to do because some people on the dance floor can freak that shit. They go crazy with it. But like when you put on one of those songs, it's like, all right, we all got to get in line now and do the same shit. And if you're not, then you're fucking it up. But when they freestyle, one guy is freaking it, and you'll be dancing with a girl, and you see this dude going crazy, and you're like doing some regular shit, and she sees the dude freaking the shit, and you're like, I can't do that shit. Like that's me. But if they throw on Casper Slide, that same motherfucker that's freaking the shit, we're doing the same shit.
I remember doing the Macarena as a kid. I remember trying to bust out all that shit. I remember learning it and everything.
Yeah.
But you know what songs I really like? There's a couple Spanish songs that became big hits here in the U.S. Those were crazy. Those were like Pobre Diablo, Danza Kuduro.
Jed's getting so mad at how you're pronouncing those.
Oh, whatever. Right, I don't. I fuck with those songs though. Like when a Spanish song goes huge in the U.S., you know it's like a mega, like it's out of this world good.
Yes, and there's
that Soldier Boy. I like that's the other thing too. All like the hood songs that became like that had their own dance.
Yes,
virtually all of them shits were good. Snap and Roll, Crank That Soldier Boy.
Yeah,
you know the Dougie, like all those shits were good.
Yeah, and Back That Ass Up was just like every girl just twerking against the wall, like on that shit.
That's like that might be like A++, like top level song, like Never Die type shit. Just like Still Dre, like whenever the beat from Still Dre comes on,
Banger.
It's just no matter what year it is, that beat comes on, you're like,
yeah. You know what song is like that too?
Back That Ass Up. What?
Crank That. Yeah, it's if you got $5, put your hands up. If you got $10, put your hands up.
I feel like Funk Flex did that one a lot, right?
That was Fat Man Scoop, Crooked Clan. That one too is like one that will like defy the fucking
time. It'll stay a classic. Yeah, it's rare you can do that. You can make a song that truly is like it never goes away. And Back That Ass Up is one. They'll play that shit in the club in 2025, and it's like, bro, that came out so long ago.
Do you think when they made YMCA, like they would just knew that song would like just like never go away?
That's a good question. I don't know, because when you make something, nobody can decide, I'm going to make something that's a classic that is so good it's never going to go away. You have to kind of get lucky a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to kind of get lucky. Like you have to hit, it's a certain place, a certain time, and whatever's going on in your head, and you get that shit out, and it just worked perfectly. And that's rare in life, dog. Like most people will never create a classic, you know?
I know. I feel like, yeah, you're right. And this goes back to the stars having to align type of shit.
Right, yeah, it's literally like that. It's like a stars having to align type shit. You're right.
You have to choose something that's like a staple. Like they chose the YMCA, and the YMCA's been around since like whatever, the 1700s. That shit's definitely not going away. So like, it's almost like what corporation or what shit is out there right now where someone should make a song. Like if someone made a song about the iPhone, would that shit still be like the iPhone's not going to be around in 80, 90 years. What's another staple right now? Like if someone made a song about like the American Red Cross or some shit, that could be like a banger, you know, like
hell no.
That shit's not going anywhere. That's just been around since like Clara Barton days. And then like you need to find something. They definitely knew what they were doing picking the YMCA, you know?
No, it's not about, I don't think the fact it was the YMCA made it the banger that it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that was
if they called
incidental.
that shit the Boys and Girls Club or something like that, it wouldn't have hit the same. Or if they called it like Planet Fitness, like it just YMCA is such a staple in people's lives. Like there's
Bro, you're getting clowned on OD by Molly.
but there's definitely a cha-cha slide and a Casper slide.
Casper is a friendly ghost, dog. That's all
No,
I
no,
know.
no, no. I think there's a Casper slide. I think she's bugging, or maybe I'm bugging. But like, did I call it the Casper slide?
To your point, if you name some shit specifically, like people have tried to do that in songs and missed because some shit went away quickly. Like there were references. There's an old Chris Brown song where he references MySpace and like put me in your top 8 or some shit.
Yeah,
and like
true.
you listen to it now and it's like you can't like it just.
But that's because
it's a swing and a miss.
Shit that is like was like he chose it too soon. He didn't pick.
We don't know what's gonna stay around, dog. Like in 5 years, an iPhone could be not the shit anymore. You know, like it's been on a good ass run. But there's a lot of shit that's been on a good ass run. You know what I'm saying? Like BlackBerry's had an 8-year, whatever the fuck, long ass run. Like it happens, you know?
That's true. But yeah, I was just trying to think of like fucking staples. Well, anyway, I was trying to think of, so again, I don't know if we gave Molly her birthday shout out. She wanted a birthday shout out. No, she didn't want a birthday shout out, but I said I was gonna give her a birthday shout out. Is 50 Cent's birthday song? He kind of had all the stars aligning with that shit to become like a staple as a birthday song now.
But it's not. See, the problem is it's not the fact that he mentioned the birthday that made it the banger that it is. It's like everything else that made it the. You know what I'm saying?
Song, right?
Yeah, like that's the thing is you can't. It's got to be both a good concept and you have to nail the execution. And in music, nailing the execution is so hard in the music because there are people who made like #1 hits, but then literally never again come even close to touching the charts. Never mind the top 10 or 50. It happens all the time. And it's like, that's crazy to me. Like you have the talent and the ability to come up with the music for one song that makes the whole world listen to it and play it on repeat and people love it. And then you can never touch that again. That's got to be so frustrating. That's that's like me making one video that gets like 200 million views. And then every other video I do can't crack like 1,000 views.
Yeah.
That would drive me crazy. It would sort of be like, what the fuck is this? Like I would lose my mind trying to crack the code.
You're right. I'm sure that would be a good study to see how many one-hit wonders, like if I'm Hanson, I'm like, how did we have such a banger with that? And then I'm sure they've made other songs that sound similar to that just don't like hit. And they're like, what the fuck is going on here? One song that I thought of that I always see the clips of, there's like a viral video of him. It's the song that goes like, bam, 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 bam.
That's Hanson?
No. That's like some other band. But I guess they did that at like a college barbecue or something. And they were just playing it for like 5 or 10 people. And then the caption's like, little do they know this will become like the biggest song ever. I think that was that song. And again, I'm probably, don't ever fact check us on this show because it's not even that fucking show at all. MGM Kids. But
that's who made that song. Yeah, you know what song? You know what viral shit? I like the Have you ever seen Big Boy Grilling on the Roof? You never seen that one?
No,
it's fucking hilarious. It was like it's like some fat kid and he's on the roof about to grill, or he's trying to get on the roof, and there's some skinny kid singing like, I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof. I ain't never seen a big boy grill on the roof, and they got like a beat in the background that's playing. And
there's so many
big boy grilling on the roof. Big boy grilling on the roof.
You sent me a video. You said it was fake, I think, but it was like a chicken spot, and the dude it was like a chicken spot and also like a foot massage spot in the same
I love that video.
There's so many videos like that like, to your point, that guy probably made that video. I thought every video he made was going to be a banger after that, but nothing can top like the chicken and foot spot place.
Here, I'll play for everybody. I have it right here. Hold on, I have it on double speed, and that makes it sound ridiculous.
Oh, Jones Barbecue Foot Massage, I guess, was the other one.
Here's how he starts out. Ready?
Jones Barbecue Foot Massage. Jones Barbecue Foot Massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like to eat. America loves to eat.
It goes on to, you like to eat. America likes to eat.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. But like,
no, it's Jones Barbecue Foot Massage.
That slap. Those are the ones that do the best.
I'm trying to find Big Boy Grilling on the Roof just so I can send it to you because that's special.
One that was good was the girl sitting on a toilet. You ever see that?
No, what's this
She's a
one?
big chick literally sitting on a toilet, and she's like sitting on a toilet. She just says that. She's like
Are you
sitting on a
serious?
toilet. Yeah.
Oh my
It's-
god.
That's a good one too.
Fun
Okay.
barbecue shit for you.
So I have a couple bones to pick. Let's get into a little of what I have written down here.
Let's do
I
it.
have a bone to pick with Target today, because they have an online and an in-store price that is totally different. And my bone to pick is the online price was like $4.50 for this like 11 by 14 photo frame. You go in the store and that shit was $25. So literally on your phone, you can see that it's $4, but you can only buy it online, even though they sell it in stores. So I showed the guy and he was like, yeah, it's $25. I was like, so how do I get it for $4.50? He's like, you got to buy it online. I was upset because I did the legwork and went to the fucking store. So I should be benefiting from that $4.50 price as opposed to someone online ordering that shit and picking it up. Doesn't that sound a little backwards?
So wait, it said $4.50 online
Yeah.
and it said $25 in the store?
Yes.
What the fuck? What
Right?
kind
Isn't that like dumb?
And so but you have to get it online to make it $4.50?
You have to get it online.
But that means they're about to hit you with like shipping charges and shit. It's gonna go right back up to like $18 or something,
It
right?
could get back up, but
Taxes,
I don't know.
shipping, whatever
yeah.
other bullshit upcharge
shit.
they do, you know?
Whatever. Like if that's Target's system, I was a little upset. And they also said that there were 3 available and there were none available in the store. So I asked the dude, I was like, why is that shit showing me that there's 3, but you can't find 3?
Yeah, because they don't. That's the thing. They never like it's impossible to update the shit regularly. I know because I used to work at a car dealership.
Oh, well, I remember. No, I thought you were going to say Harmon's, and that was taking it back.
Oh, I did used to work at Harmon's too. Yeah, I did used to work at Harmon's
Is
too.
Harmon's still around?
I don't know. I don't think people know what Harmon's is. It's sort of like a CVS, guys, or like a Walgreens.
But like, shout out to Harmon's because they kind of like had
I don't
a
think
run
they're still
for a
around.
second.
I think they're gone, bro. I think they're at least maybe there's a handful of them around. But when I worked at the car dealership, it was like impossible to update the fucking like the website. You know, it was like impossible to do it. Like so, it would say to update the website. Yeah, like
even when they sold a car.
Yeah, it's like you never get it exactly at the right time. There's always so much going on at the dealership, and you got to do so much shit that to update the website is
like the most important shit. Like if I saw a car,
I know, but we got to remember we're talking 2011 here.
Yeah, true.
Right?
That, yeah,
so
yeah,
like, but it's still important. You're right. It just wasn't everything like it is now. Now it's like everything. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah. So with Target, think about how many products they have in the store, and like that shit is being sold on a daily basis. And like, what you're gonna change? Like, oh, there's 12 of these things. Now I got to make it 7, and now it's 4. I got to switch it again. You know.
I feel like that's the most important shit. Like if you're showing me there's 3 and I go out of my way to like get there, there's got to be at least 2 of those shits there. Cause I like, so the guy was like, his excuse was literally, yeah, like sometimes it doesn't update when people buy them. And I was like, so you're telling me 3 people came in today to buy an 11 by 14 photo frame? I was like, I just don't believe that shit. That to me sound weird. And then he was like, well, maybe someone's got it on hold or some shit like that. So I'm not wrong. So I'll one up you. I've done that, found the shit on the shelf, and they still won't give you the online price. So F Target. They got to change that shit. It's so weird that there's such a big drastic difference in price.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge difference. And everything's going up too. Like have you been noticing that everything is going up in price? Coffee like is skyrocketing because Trump slapped a tariff on Brazil for coffee. Ground beef is up like 12%. All the back to school shit. Yeah. The back to school shit was up like 4%, 5%. Like literally everything's going up in price, and it's going to go up even more.
Yeah, that's kind of scary. Are eggs still? I feel like eggs are still expensive. I feel like everything's like kind of expensive. Gas has gone up.
Yeah, gas has gone up. That's right.
Let me see this. My dad asked a question.
Inflation been for.
Do we really understand the lyrics to songs, or is it just the music that makes it good?
So I agree with your dad. For me, it's all about like you could be saying the most wild shit, but if the vibe of the song is good, then I'm with it. Like it almost doesn't matter what you're saying. Like it almost doesn't matter. It's more about like the melody and the flow and the vibe. You know, I don't know the proper musical terms, but you get the point. Like I'm
if
always
they have a
amazed
good hook or like beat,
have
then
a
like
good
something
hook,
that
have a
draws
good
you
beat.
in.
Just the way, like, you'll listen to a song and the way somebody will do something with their voice, the way they'll deliver something, you're like, damn, how'd they do that? That sounded really good, you know? And it's like, you could write down on the paper what the lyrics are and hand it to me and say, you sing it. And it's like, I can never make that sound good, but they can make the same thing sound really good. It's like that. Did you see the thing that went viral on TikTok, the LeBron James song?
Yes.
That shit, that was a banger. And I think it was just like
Super
AI
banger.
generated or something, but it's just a old school like 2000s R&B type beat, and all you hear is LeBron, LeBron, LeBron
That was a banger.
James, LeBron, and it
All
just
he
goes
said.
on like that. The only lyrics are LeBron James,
Yep.
but it sounded good.
Do you remember this
it's not
song?
lyrics. It's not lyrics at all.
Remember, I'm blue, da ba dee ba ba da. Like those lyrics aren't even like people were making up lyrics to that song.
That's Crystal's like least favorite song.
I agree with her. I mean, like it kind of slaps, but you know that song was like Scotty, my daughter's one of her favorite songs to like go to bed to. There's like 9,000 different versions. Like there's like a German version, there's like a Swedish version, there's like a Portuguese version. There's so many different versions. There's techno versions. There's so many versions of that blues song that it's wild. That
the German version got to sound crazy. German is not a language. That shit does not sound appealing to anybody. Like, they're always yelling, "Ich bin von Starkenwagen." It's like, bro, chill.
This one I disagree with. Like, I'm not a fan of foreign music at all because that, like,
define foreign though, because the Spanish shit I just told you were down.
Spanish is all right. Like, that is in its own category. But and actually, like,
that's our bias, right? We're American, and in the U.S., what's the second most commonly spoken language? It's Spanish. So like,
I also like
so
some
it's part of our
reggae
culture
shit,
too. Like, it's in our culture too. Reggae too, though. That's part of our culture too. Like, we got a lot of good reggae beats and shit that come out of here too.
But like some Russian shit will come on, and it's like
you've never heard a Russian song.
No, I swear to God, sometimes my Alexa will just hit it with like some random like Russian version of a song, and I'm like, how? Like this doesn't sound enjoyable. Like this is like hurting my ears. There's a lot of songs that do that shit to me.
Yeah, we're all biased by our own culture for the music that we like, you know.
Yeah.
So for me, there's gonna be some sorts of music where I'm just like, nah, not for me, you know. No K-pop.
I'm also K-pop, kind of.
They're like a son of U.S. pop, so I gotta respect it, you know. Like
their Ricky Martin is dude Psy who did the
Gangnam Gangnam Style.
That is another one that like went crazy. That dude made one, and he still sings it. He got like a statue, or he got like something. He's got like a huge statue in wherever he's from. I don't know if he's from like
he had the most viewed video in YouTube history for a minute. I don't know if it's still like that, but he was #1 in views.
I believe it. That shit went crazy.
I never really got that one though. Like I got that it was an okay song, but #1, like
he
the
had
most views of all time.
Like, I think there was kind of like a mystique around him too. He reminds me of the guy who cuts the steak and then puts the salt on it, Salt Bay, just because they both wear the black glasses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
First to hit 1 billion views. It's wild. But like
1 billion views, bro. That's crazy.
Was it on his official video? Because I feel like he might have not even gotten credit for all that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. He got famous off that shit. When he went, no letting go, no holding back.
That one was like,
you are. Yeah. That's
Wayne Wonder had a lot of bangers. Mm-hmm. That's one where you could throw a Wayne Wonder on iTunes and kill it.
I made earlier today when I woke up this morning, I got inspired to make a playlist for when Trump dies, and I got that shit.
Yo, low key, I know people like hate on him, but he still gets around to all these events, man. Like you said, I mean, like he was at the US Open. You said people like were tight at him because he
fucked up the whole shit, dog. People were waiting outside for like an hour. They were in like the second set when everybody got in because they added new security because the president was there. So there was just a whole group of people. I was at that exact same stadium. We were there for, I think, the third round, maybe.
That was at Arthur Ashe, right?
And that was at Arthur Ashe. And we saw Alcaraz play this Italian dude. And the stadium was packed. But when we walked in, like, it's nothing. Like, people don't know. It's so easy to get. The whole stadium is made for it to be easy to get into and easy to get out of. But because the president was there.
It's
huge gates.
Yeah.
So because the president was there, they had to add extra security. And so people who spent like $1,500 for a seat that's high up, they had to fucking they got in there like an hour late because this motherfucker decided to ruin everything, bro.
Yep. But here's my thing. They showed people clapping for him, and like they kind of were clapping for him. But that audience in there though is all corporate money. It's all people paying $1,500 for a ticket, and it's a lot of international people, like people from Spain and stuff like that. Like a lot of international wealthy people, I feel like fuck with Trump, and that's the whole U.S. Open audience.
So you got to watch my video on this because I actually covered this today.
Uh-huh.
So first of all, they only showed him a few times. First of all, he showed up and he did the thing that he always does, where like he walks out, he waves, he claps, he does his little fist thing, right? Like he's acknowledging everybody. But then they zoom out. Bro, the stadium was only like 10% full.
Oh, really?
So he showed up.
I didn't see that.
Okay, so he showed up before anybody else did. Okay, ready? Here's what the local Fox affiliates did. They zoomed in on him and put fake applause.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So that's what the Fox affiliates did. There was another Fox affiliate that just made like static and white noise when they zoomed in on him. But so he shows up, basically nobody's in there because he fucked up the whole process for security. So that was the first time he did his shit. And he's done that before where he'll get off a plane at 2:00 in the morning and nobody's around. And he goes out and he's waving and smiling and doing his, and it's like, bro, you pan the camera and literally nobody's there.
No one's there.
It's fucking deranged that this guy does that. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first time he did it. The second time they showed him, listen to how fucking grimy this is. They're doing the national anthem. And you know when they get to the crescendo of the national anthem and like they'll show like a flag or an eagle or some shit on the big Jumbotron? When it gets to the crescendo of the national anthem, they show Trump. They show Trump. That was their sneaky way of being like, now you motherfuckers got to clap for him, right? Now you got to clap for him. This is the national anthem. They still didn't fucking clap for him. It was like, you saw people go like,
okay. Then I got duped then.
Then there's other video of people on their cell phones recording it, and you hear the boos. People are booing him. Like, there were articles before he even went that said the White House told the outlets, the TV channels that were covering it, do not play the sound from when we're shown. Because they knew he was going to get booed. He's in New York. He's in New York, and he's a Republican, and he's at 37% approval rate. Like, of course he's going to get fucking booed.
Yeah.
So there was a whole thing around that, but it was all fucking lies, dog. Like, they scripted that shit to a T. And
I know I saw
did you see he was pissed? Alcaraz won? Did you see his face when Alcaraz won?
No, I didn't see. Why?
You got to watch my video on this, because at the end, Alcaraz wins, and they put the camera on Trump. He doesn't even know the camera's on, and he makes this face like he's fucking pissed off. He's like, he makes this like.
Does he care about tennis that much, or like?
I don't know if it's that or if it's he's so fucking racist that he wanted Sinner to win because Sinner is a tall, pale, skinny white dude.
That would be wild.
His name's Carlos, and you know how a lot of people say. I was like, I'm surprised he didn't send ICE to deport this motherfucker after he won the U.S. Open, knowing how Trump is. You know,
I'm surprised he didn't go down to the stage and do what he did in the soccer shit and try to like be the person that hands them the trophy,
bro. And then remember, he stole the fucking like that FIFA fucking.
Yeah.
He was like, let me get that shit, and they gave it to him, and they had to give a replica to the team that won. Like this guy is.
I saw him signing like some hats for people, and the security was like kind of letting them come up to the booth to throw their hat up to him. So, like, obviously, a lot of the stuff he does is PR-y. There was one thing that I knew was fake that they were trying to get him on Twitter, and they showed him walking through a crowd, and then the notes was like, this is actually from an Iowa State football game. But there were still mad people, like, trying to show him love. And I was like, it's not really like a gotcha, because there's still mad people like trying to get to him regardless of where he was. But he wasn't at the US Open, and it wasn't the crowd trying to get to him. But then again, I thought about this right now. It's like a Democrat being at like a Democratic national convention and mad people being around him. Like, of course, in Iowa, they're gonna wild out for him at an Iowa State
and when he goes
game,
to when he goes to UFC events, like all the people there are fucking conservative. Like, exactly. He's still got, he's got a 37% approval rating, which is really low, but it's also like that's a lot of people.
What does he keep sharing that's like the green like 55% highest approval rating shit on Twitter that like he keeps sharing? It's a photo of his face. It's just literally lies like this, or is it like someone making up that graphic, sending it to him, and he's like, oh, it's got to be true?
That one was, I believe that poll was a JL Partners poll or something, which is like a polling outlet for hire. And so my guess is the RNC or the Trump administration paid for a poll, and said, give me like as high a number as you can and find a way to do it. And so that's what they do. That's the thing is like, he's always going to find the ones that are the best for him.
Yeah, of
and
course.
then he'll only post those up. You know, like he'll only like, oh, I have a 94% approval rating with the Republican base or some shit. But most of the time he just makes shit up. Like he's been going around and saying, I stopped 7 wars. I stopped 7 wars. And then sometimes he'll say, I stopped 10 wars. It'll literally just depend on the day. Did you see this video? What happened with Mark Zuckerberg in the White House?
I was going to ask you about that shit.
Okay, so Trump has been going around saying, we got $17 trillion of investment in America. That's what we got. Meanwhile, that's like half of our GDP. He did not get 17. That's the fakest fucking number I've ever heard. And so clearly what happened was he told Mark Zuckerberg when they were off camera, he's like, what I need you to do is when the media talks to you, say, oh, I'm going to invest $300 billion or $1 trillion in the US over the next 5 years or whatever. So Trump told him, I need you to say something like this. And Zuckerberg said, okay, I'll do it. And so when they have the cameras on, Zuckerberg goes, oh yeah, I'm investing in the US. And Trump goes, well, what do you think you're going to do? How much and how long? And Zuckerberg goes, oh, I'm going to invest $600 billion over the next few years.
Wild ass number.
And then he didn't realize the cameras were still on them and they had hot mics, but they didn't realize that they were being recorded anymore. And so Zuckerberg said off camera, he thought it was off camera and he thought the mics were off. He goes, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't remember the number. Like, I didn't remember what you...
I didn't know what number you wanted me to say.
I didn't know what number you wanted me to say. And Trump's like, it's all right. No problem. No problem. Like, you did a good job. And it's like, they're literally just planning out specific lies. By the way, I looked it up too, because I covered this on the show. I think what was it? Zuckerberg's worth like, I don't know, about $290 billion or something like that, roughly, right? How are you going to invest $600 billion? You're worth $250 billion, like, or $290 billion. Where's the rest of that money? What are you going to go to a bank and take the money from the bank? And then, like, what are you talking about?
You're straight making shit up.
You just make shit up, bro. It's so crazy. And these are the people that run the country. Like, all these billionaires are kissing Trump's ass and doing whatever he wants.
Was it just like a billionaire's dinner or some shit? Because it was all of them there.
Billionaires.
That was wild to me. It's wild that they all just fall in line. You know, like there's no, like, because they know if they fuck with him or if they say something against him. Was Jeff Bezos there? Is Bezos still like?
I don't know if he was there. I think he should have been there. He should have been there.
Right?
Yeah, they've all kissed the ring. I just don't know if he was at that specific dinner. But Tim Cook was there. Mark Zuckerberg was there. Like all the tech assholes were there. The head of Google was there. Like they were all there. And this is what it is. Like these are the people who really run the country, and they've all bent the knee. Because they want their tax cuts, they want their subsidies. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
How did I make that happen?
Yo, I'm telling you, it's the astrology shit.
I think I had my hands in a position that made that happen. That was funny. Because you know how you put the thumbs up and it does it? Watch here.
It's not gonna do it now.
It's gonna do it. Oh, really didn't do it? What the fuck? It does it all the time.
The thing that made me laugh about that was like he turned to Melania, like she knew what the fuck he was even talking about. When Zuckerberg was like, I didn't know what number you wanted me to tell you. He turned to Melania to like explain what was happening. Like she knew whatever they were even talking about. Like she probably sits at that table and is thinking about like how much money she's going to spend on her next purse or some shit. Like she probably has no idea what the fuck is going on at any of these conversations.
Bro. And she had to remember, Trump had to like beg her to stay with him.
Yeah.
And she renegotiated her prenup. And my guess is he had to give away so much shit to keep her there because she fucking hates his guts, dog. You've seen the videos of her like slapping away his hand.
Yep.
And like he'll say something and she'll like laugh and then look away
or
and be
try
like,
to kiss her and she'll like turn her cheek away. Like I think they're on some like Hillary and Bill type of relationship shit where it's just like for the cameras they're together, but like they both know what's up. Where it's just like, yeah, we got to do this. Like there's no way Bill and Hillary are still kind of.
No way.
Hooking up, getting together. You know, like they don't want anything to do with each other.
It's kind of crazy how easy it is to tell that too. Like you could tell when people aren't vibing with each other, and it's like we can see through this easy.
Yes,
that's got to be so weird. Like married to, or the people who like they're gay, but they marry somebody of the opposite sex, and then they have an agreement like we're gonna go do our own thing. Like, I don't know. That's just gotta be
Ricky
bizarre.
Martin. I think Ricky Martin has like 3 kids or something. He was naming at the VMAs. So like
he has 3 kids. Like
he's got 2 or 3 kids. He was
biological kids.
I think so. I mean, like, think of how much women he must have had when he was like Ricky Martin,
But
and
he's
not
always
like
been gay. He's never like hidden. I don't think he's ever hidden the fact that he's gay, right? Didn't he like come
no,
out
I don't
pretty
think
early?
he no. It was like he came out that he was gay way later, and everyone was like, "Whoa, Ricky Martin's gay!" Like there must have been a time.
I'm asking, when did Ricky Martin come out? I thought it was been known. Oh, you're
No.
right, March 2010. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's because when that got announced, I was like, "Whoa." He was like Ricky Martin, like all his music videos are just women all over him. So he must have, he definitely tried to sleep with a lot of women and like definitely didn't enjoy that shit. Does it say he has kids, right?
He does. Yeah. The announcement followed years of speculation, including a tense 2000 interview with Barbara Walters, and was prompted by the birth of his two sons in 2008. And on the process of writing his memoir, Martin has since reflected that it felt amazing, crediting his father's encouragement despite warnings from his team that it could end his career. So his dad was
He's
like,
like the
"Tell
male
everybody you're gay."
Ellen. He's the male Ellen.
Yeah, but Ellen is fucking abusive and shit. Is Ricky Martin abusive?
No, I hope not. Ricky
Wait,
Martin seems like a good dude at least.
but
Ricky
bro,
Martin is from Spain, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Crystal and Ella clown on me for when I was a kid. I was like, "Oh, this guy is like the epitome of masculinity." And then it
Ricky
was like,
Martin.
yeah,
He
and then
was. They can't knock you
that's what
for
I'm
that.
saying, bro. That's
It's
what I'm
like someone
saying.
being a Bruce Jenner fan, like, and then them get like someone getting mad at someone trying to explain that Bruce
Becoming
Jenner was
Caitlyn.
like the man back in the day.
Yeah, but obviously thinking back on it,
Oh, he's Puerto Rican. Sorry.
when Caitlyn was Bruce was overcompensating like a motherfucker, right?
I
But I
mean,
guess you
I
could
won
say
like Olympic gold, so that's like the most overcompensation of
OD.
any.
But I
Like
guess
I'm
you
the
could say that about
manliest
Ricky
woman-
Martin too, right? Like Ricky Martin was like, but he was always sort of like well groomed and like metrosexually, so not really like when you think of a man's man, you think like rugged. You know what I'm saying? Like the typical
Yeah, those are
masculine
usually the guys too that are
stereotype.
like when I think of. I don't necessarily think a guy that like look at all the rappers that like have mad women around them and shit. Like they're usually not gay.
Did you see this thing about Young Thug? Did you see this? What just happened
No,
with Young Thug? So
no.
first of all, Young
There's
Thug.
so many young and littles.
I know.
And, like,
And to be
big
fair,
time.
I couldn't tell you a Young Thug song if you played that bitch for me right now. Like I would not be able to tell you what the Young Thug song is.
Yeah, I
But
don't know. Young Thug.
this dude, he
He's like
apparently was
vulnerable.
like almost like the replacement for Lil Wayne from gross. The replacement of for Lil Wayne from Birdman after
Oh.
Birdman and Lil Wayne
they
sort of
try
like
to-
broke up.
Nah,
So
you
he
can't
was like,
replace Lil Wayne with.
I
Young
agree.
Thug.
But this is like the role he played. He was
Mhm.
like that for Young Money or whatever the fuck, Cash Money, whatever they call themselves now. But he like dresses in like dresses and shit and wears like women's stuff and had lipstick on and like did all sorts of like gender bending type shit.
Yeah.
But then there was just an interview that came out with Young Thug where he's like, "Man, I can't look at you the same if I learn that you're gay." It's like, bro, you're running around in a dress wearing lipstick and shit. What are you talking about, dog?
That's usually how it works. I mean, like Russell Westbrook pulls up in skirts and kilts
he?
and dresses. He'll wear. I mean,
I didn't know that shit.
I haven't seen a dress, but he's worn like kilts,
Russell
which is basically like I guess a
Westbrook
kilt can be
clothing.
categorized as like a dress.
Bro, the funniest one to me is Kyle Kuzma, dog. Oh, I see. Yo,
Right?
bro, yeah, he's wearing a skirt. He's wearing that's definitely a kilt or a skirt or some shit.
And like
It's a kilt.
a lot of like Michael Porter Jr., who I think I think he's anti-gay, allegedly. He's from like Iowa or something like that. But like they all wear like purses now. Like for a man to wear a purse is a thing now.
And so it's like a common thing, you'd say?
Like it's a fashionable in thing now for guys to. It's not like if it's not a purse, like an actual purse,
Right.
it's definitely like a
man bag.
like a fanny pack across
Right.
across the shit. But I think even like they've taken it next level to purses. I know now for guys,
definitely
I
nail
was just
polish.
gonna say that nail
Yeah.
polish. I mean, old school Italians would get their nails
Clear. They get
a clear
clear,
nail.
a manicure and pedicure, and it'd be clear. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like, I guess that's kind of accepted by like people, but like it
didn't
was
know.
never accepted for like the only dude who used to paint his nails that I knew growing up was like Marilyn Manson,
Right.
and I would be like, to me that doesn't seem normal that a guy paints his nails, but now there's a basketball player who does. There's like multiple basketball players that do that. There's a lot of like it's like a thing now for guys to paint their nails.
But low key, I'm gonna blow your mind real quick though. Ready? Low key. What do I got right here?
What, the hoop earring?
I got a hoop earring and I got a little stud.
Yeah, but
But wait. There was a time where wearing this shit, if it was 1975, right, or even 1982, and I'm going to high school and I got the earring in, people be like, "Yo, what the fuck is Kyle wearing?" Like they would look at that like it was getting your fingernails painted, or like it was wearing a purse as a dude, or wearing like a skirt or some shit. So low key,
but there's some things that like I feel like can cross, like a purse to me. I guess it's just so drastically women in my mind that like a guy wearing a purse, it's like it doesn't seem.
I feel you and I agree with you, but at the same time, I do think shit is gonna change enough where there's gonna be some other shit that's added in the earring category.
Look,
because the earring category, pirates wear earrings,
wearing,
lol. Yeah, but there is some shit that right now is considered more feminine that in time it will not be viewed as that feminine. I don't know.
I don't want to see any guy pull up in a thong and be like, "This is the shit now." Like guys wearing thongs.
I don't want to see that either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at what point do you have to put a stop to it where you're like, no, guys can't wear like skinny jogging pants, like yoga pants, shit. Like that's not a thing.
God.
You know?
What I will say is this though. If I had to pick one thing to grandfather in to say this will be acceptable, if you got to pick and your options are men having a purse, men wearing like dresses or skirts. Oh, there's the thumbs up thing.
Thumbs up.
Men wearing dresses or skirts, right? Or fingernails being painted.
This is a good one here.
I remember shaping eyebrows was feminine. Now every barber does. Yeah, see, that's my point. Thank you. That's the point. By the way, I can blow your mind too with some of the facts I know because I read an article about this like in 2010 or some shit, but some of the facts stuck with me. Did you know that high heels used to be masculine before they became feminine? And the reason why they were masculine is because I think it was like Ottoman Turkish fighters on horseback had to wear high heels in order to lock themselves in. And so when they would go fight, they'd have to wear the high heels. And so high heels at the time were viewed as like, that's the ultimate masculine shit is high heels. And it used to be the case that it was reversed. Blue was the girl color and pink was the boy color.
That's crazy.
And that reversed too. So there's a lot of things that we look at as like, no, this is how the shit is. And but like, it wasn't that long ago. The shit was actually the opposite. On the eyebrow shit, I don't know about you, Corin. I've tweezed. I used to tweeze like underneath my eyebrows to make sure I didn't have like the crazy straight powdered wigs were masculine. Exactly. So if you ask me, if you told me I have to put one more thing into the category that's going to become socially acceptable for men, because there was probably a time where it's like, if you're wearing a necklace or a bracelet as a man, they look at that as like, that's gay or something, you know?
Yep.
So I would say, I think it's fine. I think the fingernail shit, I think that's fine, bro.
The painting of the fingernails?
Yeah, I could see like,
I'm not mad at that one.
All you need, I'll tell you exactly what you need right now. All you need, and I think you're starting to get this now because there's who was he? He was like a 76ers player who does it. He's got like a line of it. But all you need is one. Like if that dude, let's say that dude went on like a crazy run where he averaged 30 points a game or some shit and he won the MVP.
I want to normalize that shit.
If he won the MVP or some shit, then all of a sudden everybody, like a lot of the young kids would be doing that shit. And
they're already starting to.
It would become like earrings. It would just be like a guys with earrings now. Nobody bats an eyelash is totally normal. And it'd be the same shit with the fingernail painted. But if you really want to be a G, just do the fingernail painting on one hand, not two. I feel like that'd look gangster.
Well, that was like if you had an earring, Jared McCain. Thank you for that time, Bandit.
Jared McCain, exactly.
And he was gonna win Rookie of the Year, but he got injured.
That's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
He was beastly. But here's my thing: if he was whack, he would get clowned on.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. In order for the earrings to get cool for guys, you needed like hip hop artists to wear it and fucking like pop artists to wear it. You needed that to happen, you know.
But when you had the earring in the right ear,
that signal that said I'm gay.
Exactly.
Yeah, and left ear meant I'm not.
But there are some things I just feel like
I'm with you on the fucking yoga pants. No, and that's just a matter of like I don't want to see a skinny man ass in yoga pants, and I don't want to see your bulge in fucking yoga pants. Fuck that. Here's
Molly coming in hot. I feel like who gives
a shit about any of it? Like if you like it, wear it. Whatever makes you feel good. What other people wear is none of my business. So I agree with you, Molly, but at the same time, people can't get upset if we see somebody doing something that's like way out there, and then we look at it and we're like, that shit looks sort of whack. So, for example, who tries way too fucking hard all day, every day?
Who's
Will
that?
Smith's son.
Oh yeah, he ODs. He'll throw like a paper mache like haunted house on his head.
And he's just trying so fucking hard. And
Yeah.
not with only with how he dresses, which he tries OD hard with that, and he's gone way over the top. But also, like, he tries to pretend like he's a philosopher and he says some dumb shit and acts like it's profound. And it's like, I'm with you, Molly. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do, but then you can't be upset when I say, like, that shit looks ridiculous. Like, we're allowed to say that back to you if you're trying some ridiculous shit. There's nothing more annoying than somebody trying some ridiculous ass shit, and then when you go, hey man, that's ridiculous, they go, oh, how dare you say that? It's like, nah, you knew what the reaction was going to be. Now you got to own the fucking reaction.
Yeah. No, and that's why people show you love on your hair. Like, they're like,
people don't show me love on my hair.
What
I get clowned on all the time for my hair.
I know, but I'm saying, but you're on some like, this is what I did type of shit. You know, like, it's not
I fuck with
like
it. I like it.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I think I would just be so thrown off. And again, they could do whatever they want. But if I see LeBron James walking into an NBA game in some high heels, I'm gonna be like, that's some wild shit, you know. But even if he backed it up with your explanation of like, did you know that men used to wear high heels? And they were like, I'd be like, you can't do that, dog. Like, there's too many people relying on you for like fashion advice. They look to you for fashion sense. To me, that's just I feel like there's some people that move the needle in society. It's the same way that like these Labubus got popular. One lady put it on her purse and that shit went crazy. Like, don't do something that's gonna totally fucking fuck up the stars aligning in our human nature.
I totally agree with you, but at the same time, like, the shit is coming. Like, there is gonna be some shit that me and you look at and we're like, who are you to be the judge of it though? I'm a person with an opinion who's allowed to express my opinion. And he could disagree with me if he wants to disagree with me. He could say you're an asshole for saying that shit. But like, that's how it works. Like, you can't try some wacky shit. And then when we say, yo, that's wacky, be like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're allowed to call a spade, even if it makes people upset or whatever. But Corin, the point I was going to make was, like, it's coming. Like, it's coming. There's going to be some shit. There's some shit where my sensibilities are like, yeah, I could accept that. That makes sense to me. Like, whatever. Like, I'm a straight dude and I got earrings on and I got my hair fucking bleached. Obviously, I'm pretty fucking open-minded, right? But like, there's going to come some shit where I'm like, okay, I get that one. Then there's going to come some shit where I'm like, I don't know about that, but it's happening. And then the thing, like, the ultimate factor though is time. Like, I guarantee you that you fast forward like 30 years and it'll just be like, yeah, that's what happened. Like, boys and girls wear platform heel shit. Dog, Ron DeSantis does that shit now. Joe Rogan does that shit now where they wear the perched up shits. Did you know that?
No, to make them taller?
To make them look taller, yeah. But that's just like, they try to hide it, but you could see that it's like a big
platform on their shit.
It's like a big platform on the shit, but it's coming where the high heel, like, I feel like that might be some shit in the future, or the dress thing that fucking Russell's doing.
But that one, to me, there's also practicality behind that shit too. I don't see what advantage someone get. Like, every time someone is wearing high heels, a female, they're always complaining that their feet hurt or some shit. I'm like, you could just not wear high heels and like put some sneakers on and be comfy. Like, what? I don't know what high heels does to an outfit. Is it like wearing a tie with a suit? Like, it just kind of like elevates your outfit to like some like, now I'm fancy because I'm wearing high heels.
That's my guess is like high heels are the equivalent of the guy in the suit for a woman.
Yeah,
like, because it perches them up. It almost accentuates the curves on their body too, because like it perches them up so like their butt curves show more and stuff. And like, so that's the like practical effect of it. But yeah, I think it's sort of like a guy wearing a tie, like, is viewed as like formal. It's very formal, you know?
Yeah. But I just like, but why is it that, I don't know, I just feel like, why is it that some things are off limits? Like a guy wearing a thong or like those black yoga pants. Like, people just agree that like that's not allowed.
No, I mean,
I can picture Kuzma walking into an NBA game and like have a thong sticking out of his pants,
bro,
and him just being like,
but not for nothing. I think most people, at least most of our audience, would probably agree completely with Molly to be like, let people do whatever the fuck they want to do. And I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying you're allowed to be like, that one's a little much right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it's
Yeah.
all about the cultural context, and like it's going to change over time. But for right now, it's a shock to the system. In the same way that me wearing earrings and having bleached hair, if this was me, but you put me in 1985 and I'm the same guy, people would be like, you're a little weird, like you're a little out there.
Yeah.
And I think people would just assume you're gay. You know what I'm saying? Like if a guy
Well,
that
if you're
had
wearing that
earrings,
shirt and like,
yeah, it's got the gay pride colors, right?
yeah, no, shout out to you. I would rock some shit like that, like in
I wear
support.
pink all the time too. I remember it was in like somebody said to me in like middle school, I think it was, or maybe freshman year of high school or something.
Mhm.
Somebody was like, they said pink isn't the color pink isn't gay, it's confident. And that
That's
shit
a good
stuck
one.
with me where I was like, you know what? I kind of like the color pink, so I'm gonna fucking rock this color pink. But
I don't believe this.
there are 1000% guys who wear thongs.
thongs.
I think she's right. I think she's right. There definitely are. There definitely are guys.
I
who
don't.
wear
I
thongs.
also don't know the advantage of wearing a thong. Like, what is the advantage of having your ass cheeks all up on that? Like,
Having your
if you wear-
asshole strangled.
having your asshole strangled, and also your cheeks up against like some denim jeans or something like that.
I think
You
to
know,
us
like-
it sounds crazy, but I think some women would say they'd prefer wearing a thong to regular underwear because they think it's more comfortable. But to us, that's crazy because the thought of wearing a thong is like, you want to like choke my asshole? Like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems so impractical. You know?
Aerodynamics. This is very true. Thongs seem very uncomfortable.
I guess
I
if you're
wanted-
used to it, some women are probably used to it and they don't even feel it. You know?
That's true. That's true.
Because I
And
think
that's,
regular
like,
underwear look
lining.
uncomfortable. I think tighty whities to me, I look at like that's almost as crazy as a thong.
Well,
Like, I
boxer
need-
briefs for me, I'm constantly pulling
even-
down
bro.
the bottom half of it because they bunch up too much.
You're with the majority of men in America. The majority wear boxer briefs. I even look at boxer brief dudes like y'all are crazy, man, because I need regular boxers and I need my nuts to swang like a motherfucker, dog. I need my dick and my balls to have space. I need room down there, bro.
Low-key baseball players are like the OG original ones to wear some jock straps that like you remember, that Mike Tyson clip where he walks away and his whole ass is hanging out?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He was wearing, I think, a jock strap.
Jock strap. Mm-hmm.
Which I don't even know the purpose of a jock strap because is it like to have, are you lighter? Like why is he wearing a jock strap? What's the point of having your ass out in those like satin boxing?
Well, the jock strap is just so he doesn't get punched in the nuts. That's why he's wearing the jock
Yeah,
strap.
but a jock strap, I feel like it's just the waistband and then the cup, like your whole ass is open.
So yeah, he's wearing it underneath his underwear.
Oh, so it's an extra layer of clothing. Like, yeah. Okay, I got you. So
Yeah,
you wear
that's what
your
he's doing.
underwear, you wear that shit over. Speaking of that, did you see that? And it's supposedly this is true that Mayweather is going to fight Mike Tyson.
I did. I responded to the tweet and I was like, "Come on, man."
They need to
Dog,
stop with that.
He's like 60 something now. Like, come on, man.
And we all saw what happens when he fights. Like Mayweather is better than one of the Paul brothers. Is that who he fought? One of the Paul brothers?
I think it was one of the Paul brothers, but also he was in like the hospital like a month before the fight. Like, what are you doing? This is an old man now.
And he
This is
could
an old
barely,
man, bro.
It was sad watching him fight. And they had people. I remember the commentators were getting into an argument because he had this weird twitch now where he kept like biting his glove. And one of the announcers was like, no, I watched him all throughout his training. Like that's a twitch he has now. And the other commentator was like, no, I think he's just like, that's just his fighting style or something like that. So he does this weird thing where he bites the glove now, but I can't see anybody tuning in or paying for that shit, man.
I mean,
he might die in the ring. Like if Mayweather were to actually, like Mayweather's still a fighter. I didn't get that one.
He's more defensive and shit though. Like he's not a knockout guy. So, but it's like, it's all going to be fucking like fixed anyway.
That's what, and that's what's sad is that
it's a payday. That's what it is. It's a payday.
Boxing, I'm sure there's a ton of boxers out there that are actually very good, but it's gotten to a point now where boxing has turned into either WWF, WWE, like just entertainment,
nostalgia,
or they're nostalgia. Like they're like Canelo's still good, but he's still the main card. Like Pacquiao could probably get a fight and still fight. Like it's like they don't promote young guys and like make anybody a star anymore. And I'm not like too tapped into boxing like that, but it seems like boxing's pretty rigged now where like outcomes are just being scripted anyway.
Yeah, they don't like it's pure nostalgia, and it's like they don't make anything anything new, anything unique. You see this in Hollywood too. Like, how many fucking superhero movie remakes can we fucking watch?
Yeah,
You
that
know,
too. Yeah.
like and I watched the recent Happy Gilmore, the new Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
And like, for what it's worth, it was good. We watched it with the kids, but like, there is no just new shit. Like that,
Nope.
you have to rehash something that came out in the fucking 1990s, and you want a
Yep.
37-year-old guy to watch it with his kids to get a little, spark of nostalgia. It's like, there's just no creativity anymore, you know?
Oh, I didn't even know Triple G. You remember we were talking about, you were on him early. The Wilder. What's his
Deontay
first?
Wilder. Yeah.
Deontay Wilder. You knew about him like back in '88.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when he was fighting. You're like, there's this dude that just knocks everybody out. Like he kind of fell off. I don't know where he went.
He fell off. That's right. He lost to Tyson Fury, right?
Oh,
he lost to
maybe.
Tyson Fury, I think twice, maybe. Lost to somebody else. And he
Shannon
just fell
Briggs,
off.
remember that
But
name.
he was the one. Like, if we had, like, boxing is too disorganized too. Like, you need to have one sort of federation and have everything in there, but it's all disparate and shit like that. But
Yep.
if you had the PR machine behind that guy, they could have built him up to be like the next Tyson, but he would have let everybody down because
They need old school Don King back.
old school Don King. That's right. I remember that shit.
All right,
remember
let's
Don.
get into some of these super chats because we're
Let's do it.
far in.
Let's
So
do
thanks
it.
for sending them in. We'll show up here.
Kyle, have you seen Kim Davis, the county clerk from Kentucky, has filed with the Supreme Court to get gay marriage overturned? You should cover this on your show. Not enough people know about this. All right, so yeah, let me explain this for people. Kim Davis is the really butch-looking woman who refused to let this gay couple get married even after the Supreme Court legalized gay marriage. There was like a big court case over that. And now the Supreme
She's
Court
got that much power.
Well, she was the county clerk at a place, and the county clerk needs to approve your marriage, right?
Damn.
And she refused to do it, but it was illegal. What she did was illegal.
Of course, yeah.
And so now she has a case that's getting to the Supreme Court about this, and people are afraid the Supreme Court's going to overturn gay marriage, which it's very possible that they do that. That now that it's a more conservative court, they're going to say, yeah, this isn't, this isn't protected. They got rid of Roe v. Wade, which was fucking horrible. But the thing is, under Biden and the Democrats were able to pass a gay marriage protection law when he was president. So it's like, I forget what it's called. I forget the name of the bill, but it got through. And it basically makes it so that, like, your right to get married is protected. There's only, like, some concessions to the right. Like, if there's some pastor or some shit who doesn't want to marry you, they don't have to marry you. But you have the right to get married. So you just got to go to somebody who's willing to do it or whatever. So that passed. So even if the Supreme Court overturns that, I think the common wisdom is they won't touch the law. So it will still be legal to get married, but they will make it so it's not a constitutional right. So in other words, it'll still be legal to get married, but in order for them to make gay marriage illegal, you'd have to have enough Republicans to repeal gay marriage through the House, through the Senate, and have the president sign it. And that I don't think they have the numbers for. Is it possible that they both overturn the right to gay marriage and they overturn that law? I guess it's possible, but I think that's very unlikely. So we'll see. But I still think
it's wild
at the moment,
still, it still
at
happens.
the moment, I think the worst case scenario is they overturn the right to gay marriage, but the law still stands. So we're okay.
Yeah, but I just feel like you hear so many times, like, wasn't there a local bake shop or like cake store that like rejected someone from like making their wedding cake or something?
Yep.
Like, it's crazy that all these places still will reject someone for, like, at the end of the day, if you're a store and you're denying someone like service, like, you're just an idiot because that's a sale you're turning down for yourself. Like, you're not standing on any principles or morals. Like, you're turning down a fucking sale of a cake. Like, I don't know. It's just dumb to me. And
That's
that like people are just, like, they should be punished for going against the fucking law. So fuck
totally. I totally agree. Yeah.
Thanks, Time Bandit.
Corin, did you watch the Jets game yesterday? I was there. Fields looks really good.
That second part of your question there, it like scares me as a Jets fan because I did watch the Jets game yesterday.
I'm just gonna get some water. You can keep talking.
Yeah. I tried to go to the game. So Molly's birthday was today. Yesterday we had people over, and she I tried to throw out there because my friend's wife was pregnant, and he was like, "Do you want to be my backup to go to the Jets game?" And I was like, "Let me ask my wife." So I like kind of hinted to Molly can I go to the game? She quickly threw out, is that a serious question? To which I replied, no, I was just joking. And then I tried once more to see if I could be the backup, but I stayed for the party. Regardless, I watched the Jets game and it was a typical Jets game. It sucks so much being a Jets fan because they lost exactly how I thought they were going to lose. I said they were going to lose on a field goal. They lost on a field goal. And the fact that it was Aaron Rodgers back at MetLife, where he should have been winning games as a Jets, was very frustrating. So Fields did look good, but I was very frustrated with the outcome. It's just a typical day in the life of a Jets fan that happens to the Knicks, and it sucks. It probably was a fun game for a while until they made that 60-yard field goal to win, but stay optimistic is the only way you could do. But as a Jets fan, I go into every game thinking we're going to lose. But appreciate you, Dak. Love you.
We've had that with the Knicks for so long too.
That's what I'm saying. It's just like when you think there's no other way a team can lose and they do it, you're just like dumbfounded. It's insane.
Years of that with the Knicks.
We'll watch a Knicks game and it's just like there's no other way that this team can lose. And then like Luka Doncic will go for like 67 points and have like a game winner from like a side, like the craziest shit. The craziest shit happens only in sports.
Are you guys planning to do any more ratings? Love you both. Yeah, we what were we doing that your internet was wilding out?
Oh right, we did
was it the toys?
Toys. Yeah. I have to do the second half of the list. My thing is like my computer works well for like half of a list, and then it's like, you know what, fuck you, you've done enough.
We gotta, I'm telling you, bro, you just gotta all these awesome super chats people are giving you, like use some of that to just upgrade the internet completely. Like
that's what I'm gonna do.
Knock up the package because
meanwhile I gotta get new 2 tires on my car. So hold your boy down.
Yeah. And send in some super chats if you want Corin to upgrade the internet, y'all.
If you don't want my car to like roll off the road because I'm driving with like 27% air tire in one of my tires, hold your boy down.
Oh my God, that's rough.
But this happened today because I told you. Did I tell you that I switched out the regular air pressure things to like some metal shits?
No,
don't ever do that. You cannot get the metal twisties to put air in your tire.
Oh my God.
So my tires are all fucked up. So I got to get that fixed. But
damn, we
are planning to do more ratings. I am trying to find obscure like potato chips that I'm gonna send to Kyle and like anyone in my Patreon. Eldon, you're definitely one of them. So yes, we will do more ratings, but if you have ideas, get on my Patreon and throw me ideas of what you'd like to see us rate.
Yeah, and Molly, help Corin. Here's an idea for. Remember, we keep talking about all your celebrity pictures.
Yes, I know.
Like, here's all you have to do is like tweet all of them, everyone you want us to talk about, and then when we go live, just share the screen and we can go through one by one all the shits. Like, all you gotta do is tweet them. That's all. You know.
Someone's here. Is that Molly? Maybe. Okay. John Morris, thank you, brother.
Thank you, John. With Trump remilitarizing Puerto Rico to prepare for war with Venezuela 20 years after locals fought tooth and nail to kick them out, I have to imagine this will only further to sour U.S. sentiment in PR. Yeah, I'm sure. But isn't it the case, correct me if I'm wrong, V-Man, but isn't Puerto Rico, aren't they generally very pro-U.S., right? Like, aren't they like happy to be U.S. territory? They want to even be like a U.S. state? Isn't that the idea? But yeah, I would imagine this should make Puerto Rico be like, hey, sort of fuck the U.S. Now, by using Puerto Rico as a launching pad to attack Venezuela, aren't you now opening up Puerto Rico to get counterattacks from Venezuela? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so crazy.
I feel like Puerto Rico's on a good run right now. I feel like they should just like appoint Bad Bunny as their president and run everything they have to do with their economy, because like what he did, I don't know how long this stretch was where he was running concerts, but like he literally had everybody flying to Puerto Rico to go to his concert. And every person that like I knew was like, yeah, I'm going to Puerto Rico next week. Yeah, I'm in Puerto Rico. Here's a video from Puerto Rico. That motherfucker brought mad money to their economy. So like, just say you're having a concert every single week of the year and just boost their economy by like make Puerto Rico poppin', that like the economy's back over there. Shout out Bad Bunny. He did a lot for Puerto Rico, I feel like. Thank you though, B-Man. Brandon
Aronson, shout out for the 5. Bzax proposing proposing to my girl soon. Any tips for proposal, engagement, wedding, marriage in general? Been loving the show since '88. So what I would say is definitely don't do like a total surprise. Like you need to at least have talked like, hey, like, what do you think? Should we take the next step? Yada yada. Like you need to know.
Make sure she's on board. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not a movie, dog. This is real life. So don't do like some she has no idea and will you marry me? And she's like, fuck, I don't know. Like you need to know what she wants and what you want. And if you know that she wants it and you're ready to take that step, then you're good in terms of coming up with something. I mean, I would say I'm a big fan of take her back to like the first place that you met or you saw her,
Yeah.
do that. I think that's nice. I think that's good. And just make sure that your wife is you do have to be very good like friends with her, like it can't just be only sexual.
Yeah.
Like there needs to be a compatibility when it comes to your personalities because she needs to be able to tolerate you in your bad moods and you need to be able to tolerate her in her bad moods, and you need to know each other well enough to know when to give space, when to talk, et cetera,
Yep. I agree with all that. One thing I would say is like tap in with her friends to find out the ring she wants, like make sure that the ring is on point. Because that's one that like if you buy her some shit that's crusty, she's gonna be tight. There's definitely rings out there now that are like a lot cheaper that look super.
And get lab grown, dog. Get lab grown. They're ethical. That shit is ethical. It's not you don't have some slave like getting it out of the ground,
Yeah. That, and then definitely talk to her dad before too. That's like the OG shit. Like get her dad's approval. Reach out to him and say you're about to do this shit because if he doesn't like you, that's a wrap for that. But definitely.
But the fact that you're asking means he'll like you.
Exactly.
Like that's a big. I know, Corin, you did that, and that went a long way. That went a long way with the Wade family.
Yeah, I think that's like a old school like thing that goes kind of people don't do that shit anymore. And also one that Molly mentioned to me was like guys holding or opening the door for women. And I was like, that seems like some old shit. So the other day I opened the door for Molly, but I was like,
I still do that shit.
Is that, but like, is that like what, to me, that's almost just like, why can't they open their own door? Like,
it's just a gentlemanly thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you go to a restaurant and it's time to order, you let the women order first. That's just like a gentlemanly thing.
Oh, I didn't know that shit. If they come to me, I'm like, let me get some hibachi chicken, and 2 broccolis. Before we move to the next one, Molly wanted me to ask you because this shit happened today. So our lawn company was doing our grass today, and Molly parked, and she noticed in our garage there was a big ass chunk like missing. Like there was like a chunk in our garage, like you could see through it, like kind
the
of
garage door, like the garage door,
the garage door, like a slash in it. So she was getting out of the car, and one of the guys came over to her and was like, "Oh, that happened. One of our guys was using the thing, and there was a wrench in your yard, and it flew up and hit your garage." And so she was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Cause like one, if that was the case, if someone dropped a wrench or some shit, like that's not your fault. But then she started telling me that she told me that like the other guy did it who had the weed whacker. So like, she thinks that like they dropped the wrench or they did some shit to like fuck up our garage. And wanted me to kind of press the guy on like what happened because they made it seem like someone dropped a wrench in our grass and dented that shit, and that was their explanation. So it just seemed weird that.
Yeah, I don't even buy the wrench thing. That doesn't make sense.
That sounds weird, right?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. You can't.
She was like, it could be like another because we have this one company come and spray shit on our grass to like kind of kill bugs, and like maybe he dropped the wrench or some shit. But I was also like, I walk over there all the time. I would see a wrench in our grass.
Where was it? Was the thing in the garage? Was it like up high or was it low?
It was high.
How the fuck did that happen?
So like something must have like something probably was on the ground and like, but like I don't even know how a wrench can get hit by something and like deflect that high.
Yeah, it can't. No, and it can't. It wouldn't have the speed to leave that sort of a mark in the garage.
So like
that's like some movie shit.
Yeah, they definitely did that shit somehow, right?
Somehow they did that shit. I don't know how. But they did that shit. I don't know if it's like were they trying to take something out of their truck and like it fell on the shit because the truck is up high enough if you're in the back of a pickup truck and you try to
Yeah.
grab something, like they did something. That's
So
not a wrench. Yeah.
I texted the guy and I was just like, hey man, my wife was rushing in. She didn't have a lot of time to talk to the guy, but can you just let me know what happened here? And then like, you ever do this? You ever like send some shit and you try to send a picture with it and your picture doesn't
Yes.
send the same way
Yes.
as your message?
So annoying.
Yo, it was like, so I saw it and it said delivered and I was like, don't change to red yet because my picture hasn't gotten sent through. So then it was going like, it was a hot minute and I was still trying to send the picture, but I
Oh
didn't have
my
good
God.
Wi-Fi.
Oh my
And then I
God.
see red. I
Oh.
was like, fuck, the picture didn't
Oh.
send through. And then this dude calls me.
Oh.
He calls me and I'm like,
Oh.
he's like, hey, I read your message. I don't really know what you're saying. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to send a picture, dude. But like, it didn't get sent through. So then the picture finally goes through and then he goes, so he said, yes, I see what happened. So don't worry, we'll fix it. So like him taking like acknowledgement that something went wrong and him saying he fixed it, knowing that one of his guys fucked up, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So I got that out the way. Molly wanted me to ask about that shit, but it was so weird because I was even questioning like
It's not a wrench. It's not a wrench. No
like
way.
if there was a wrench and the dude happened to be going with it and like on the riding mower and it did hit that and fling up, that's one thing because maybe you don't see it on a riding mower. But then he explained to her that it was the guy with the weed whacker. That shit, you need to have your eyes on the ground.
Yeah, it's not a wrench. There's no way. There's no way.
Anyway, Brandon, good luck with your proposal. Oh, appreciate you, dog.
Kyle, you claim that Kamala hasn't said anything about Trump 2.0, including the trade war. Did you already forget her famous "I told you so" moment? That was on the debate stage, bro. That was on, or there was there she did one event. It was like some Australian real estate thing or realtor thing. Some weird Australian event. It may have been during that. But yeah, so she's largely been absent. She certainly hasn't been leading the charge against Trump in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, like this guy saying, I said Kamala has. That's what I'm saying. He says I said Kamala hasn't said anything about Trump 2.0, but she had a famous "I told you so" moment. The "I told you so" moment, the only "I told you so" moment I remember was during the debate.
Yeah.
And that I've seen recycled all the time because she really called a lot of the shit that happened. So shout out to her for that. But the only comment she's made after, she had like one event and it was like a secret recording that had to leak because it was like a private event type shit. So she's not saying much or doing much, you know?
The only shit I've seen too is like, didn't she try to, or she came out, with a book and she was like on Colbert promoting
and now
the book.
she's about to do a book tour, I think. And
Yeah,
Trump took away her Secret Service protection, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. So he has the power to actually do that?
Yeah, and it's fucked up because now she knows, like, he knows that she is going to be in public in front of all these crowds and shit, and he knows that MAGA hates her, and so it's like, go ahead, roll the dice with your own fucking safety. It's really fucked up. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, that is. Does he have the power to? He doesn't have the power to do that shit with other
presidents. Well, I don't know I think other presidents have a right to the Secret Service. Yeah, I think for life. I think they changed the law recently that they can have it for life. Yeah. But if you ran for president or VP, you only get it like 6 months.
Who was the one that passed? Was it Jimmy Carter?
Jimmy Carter, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like his Secret Service was probably chilling because he was just posting up on his bed. They're probably like, "Yo, this is the cushiest job ever, bro. All we do is just chill at his crib."
I think he waived his right to have them after a while. He was like, "I don't need them anymore." Yeah, you could decide if you are a former president,
up, man. Like,
no, he felt, there's no threat to me. I'm fine, so you guys don't have to do it.
Yeah, his security guards are probably like, "Yo, like you're still alive, man. We're good. Like, don't."
Like they would just want the job.
Yeah, he's putting people out of a job.
There's other shit the Secret Service. They always need Secret Service.
But that is probably one of the cushiest.
Remember they were caught doing cocaine and shit. They had like a party problem, and I forget they were in some.
Oh, just like
the Secret Service were caught in some like partying, cocaine, stripper scandal or some shit.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Metalhead Matt's a real one. He's always in there. In the
shout out Metalhead Matt. Want to give a shout out to Kyle for helping shape my worldview, and Corin for inserting words like OD and bugging into my vocabulary.
Bro, what a big difference, man. Kyle, thank you for like making me a smart human being. Corin, thank you for dumbing me back down with the fucking
those are
you say.
No, that shit is just as important, dog. Like having the words in the vocabulary, definitely.
Thank you, John.
I know you're not big on movies, but what is both of your favorite movies of all time? And have you seen Oppenheimer and the new Dune movies? I highly recommend them. I have seen Oppenheimer. It was good. I saw it in theaters.
You made it through that whole movie. I feel like
I
would've-
did. I know
would-
you said you fell
yeah.
asleep, right?
I didn't even try that
Oh, you
shit.
didn't even go to that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know that I would fall asleep in that movie, even if there's like a major like porn scene in the middle or some shit. I'm gonna be knocked out. I don't care.
The Dune movies I haven't seen. To answer your question about greatest movies of all time, I think we said this in the last podcast, but I'm more of a TV show guy than a movie guy.
Yep.
So I always said the classic shows that everybody mentions are the ones that I love: The Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad. Like you go down the list of all those shits, and they're all really good. Oh, Boardwalk Empire is good too. That's a great HBO show. In terms of movies, just like me and Corin said last week, we're big Denzel Washington fans. We're big.
Bro, you got to correct people now. We heard the clip. It's Denzel.
Oh yeah. Guys, Corin sent me this clip. Denzel said his actual name is Denzel, but
Which
people
is
started calling him
wild.
Denzel, and he just ran with it. But he was supposed to be Denzel.
Yep.
And me and Corin were like, bro, thank God people started calling him Denzel, because
Yeah.
Denzel is a horrible name, and Denzel is a G-ass name.
Yeah, and it's wild that after like I think he knows that too, because after this long to now come out in an interview and say that shit, it's almost like you've made it in your career where, you know, it's almost like Beyonce coming out and just being like, you guys have been saying my shit the wrong way the whole time. It's really like Beyonce like some weird shit, you know? It's like, no, we're gonna call you what we're gonna call you. My favorite movie, I feel like I said this, is probably I really like The Truman Show. Is a good one. I'm a big Jim Carrey guy. I haven't seen either of those movies, but I did hear that the F1 movie was pretty good, so I might check that one out with Brad Pitt.
Yeah. I also like, for comedy movies, I really fuck with Basketball. I mentioned that earlier in the show.
Yeah, that's such a good one.
Basketball. I like fuck, what was it called? Half Baked. The Dave Chappelle Half Baked shit.
Yep.
I always loved the fucking stupid like How High movies. How High is the movie. Don't
like
be a menace to
Superbad and
South
all that
Central
shit?
while drinking
That's a
gin in the
classic.
hood.
Yes.
That's a classic.
Oh, you know what I really love? Malibu's Most Wanted.
Yeah, that's a good movie. To
Big
answer your
Malibu
question, I mean, those movies are great. Superbad. I wouldn't put them in like my favorite all time, but those are good. Like Superbad is a good ass movie.
Training Day.
Training Day is great. Like we said, anything Denzel, I love. The one that's underrated, as I said last week, I think is Out of Time, the Denzel movie.
Yeah,
so if you got hour and a half or 2 hours and you just want to watch like a good movie that's fun, watch Out of Time.
Yep.
But outside of that, I'm trying to think. I'm going through a list right now of the best movies of all time. They have The Godfather, Citizen Kane, Casablanca, Vertigo, The Godfather Part 2, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Seven Samurai, Schindler's List, Singing in the Rain, It's a Wonderful Life, Pulp Fiction. I like Pulp Fiction. Shawshank Redemption, that's a good movie too.
I've never seen Pulp Fiction.
But yeah, I never made a list. Like, I think maybe that's one of the things we could do in the future, Corin, on the podcast, is actually like spend a week thinking of what your actual favorite shits are and write it. When I was a kid, dog, I was a huge like fucking anything Jackie Chan, bro. I was a Jackie Chan connoisseur.
Yep.
Like, I had all the Jackie Chan movies and I fuck with them hard.
Who's the actor? Is it Bruce Willis that has like some very bad disease right now?
I think he has dementia.
He's like really fucked up.
Yeah, it's rough. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Bruce Willis. I remember for my 21st, or I was in Vegas. I don't know how old I was, but I was at the same club, and Demi Moore and Bruce Willis were still married, and they were throwing a party at the same club I was at. It was like on a different floor, but everybody was like, "Oh, Bruce Willis and Demi Moore are downstairs throwing a party or some shit." And I was like, "That's cool."
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's so crazy.
But now he's like fucking doesn't remember that shit, and I do.
That's wild.
Shout out you, Samo. Thank you.
No question. Just appreciating both of you being awesome, consistent. Had moments of zero Kyle and Corins for months. I'm so thankful we have a routine now. I love you, Kyle. Also, Corin, do more food reviews.
I know, Shermith. I'm sorry, man. I'm letting everybody down, but I'm not even gonna say they're coming. I just got to do it and stop saying they're coming, because I say that shit all the time.
Yeah, you did. Oh, I didn't watch yet. You did a fry review, right? I didn't watch that one yet.
I watch that. But like people texted me, there's different tweaks I have to do that I kind of fucked up. Like there should be no touching of the fries. Like I got to use a fork or something like that. Because if I pick up a fry, I obviously know what like a McDonald's one feels like over a Burger King. There was a couple different things that people told me that I got to listen to that. So I might do a burger one next. And I'll actually like look up the best way.
Oh, I'd be able to tell the difference between the burger. I know.
So?
Oh, a Wendy's from a Burger King versus a
I'm
McDonald's?
telling you, when you are not able to touch the thing and like you cut the burger in half or something, you might be surprised at how difficult that shit is.
Nah, I could freak that, dog. I'm so confident in my abilities to freak that one.
Damn. All right. I mean, next time we get together, we'll do that shit.
I know what those burgers taste like. I know what those.
That's
at least those three.
think, but I'm
at least
telling
those
you,
three. At least those three. I got them shits on lock, dog.
I think I'd be surprised. I'd watch
All right.
that shit.
Bet. We can record this shit. I can fucking tell. Yeah, we could get this shit. This will be good.
But appreciate you, Sherman. Thank you, man. Thanks for rocking out.
Robertson 2018, Korimatsu was abhorrent, and I hope we never see it again. Roberts today. Hell yeah, let's do Korimatsu on brown people, citizens or not. Yeah, Corin, I don't know what this person, what Bilal is referring to is.
I have no idea.
They basically just legalized racial discrimination in Los Angeles. So they're legalizing it for the whole country. Remember how Trump invaded Los Angeles?
Yeah.
And they were like rounding up like Mexicans.
Yeah. I
and
just saw a video in
Hispanics.
New York City. Someone got like rounded up by ICE.
Yeah. And basically what the Supreme Court said is it's okay to just judge people. If somebody's like speaking Spanish, that's enough for you to basically be like, show me your papers.
What?
So now it's like legit, straight up. If you are brown skinned, I would recommend carrying around with you your fucking birth certificate or your social security card or some
They don't
shit.
even ask for that shit now. They're just like in that video I
Yeah,
saw.
they might just
rounded
fucking
dude up
yeah,
and threw him in the truck. And the
You're
lady's like,
lucky
you
if
haven't even
they'll
asked
look
him
at it.
anything. Yeah.
I know. So
Damn. So that's
Supreme
an
Court-
actual thing now. That's like almost like the stop and frisk joint. That like
yeah.
got-
So think about it. You're not allowed to use race when admitting somebody in college. You're not allowed to take race into consideration. No more affirmative action, but you are allowed to determine race if you want to fucking like deport somebody or check
Wild.
them or fucking round them up or see their papers. It's really fucked up, man. This country's going to hell.
That's crazy. I'm surprised Newsom didn't like push back on that shit.
It's the Supreme Court. There's nothing Newsom
So
can
he
do.
can't even do some shit.
Nope.
I saw a gangster thing he did. I think he tweeted out a fucked up photo of Trump because I think Trump did something to Rosie O'Donnell. So he came back and did something to Trump. And I was like, damn, Trump's definitely tight that he did that.
Yeah, I like that. That picture was hilarious. I fuck with their account.
Bilal, thank you, bro.
Kyle, would you consider having someone on KKF to make a case for socialism as an end goal instead of social democracy? Giannis Varoufakis or Professor Wolf? I think we've had Professor Wolf on, and I know Crystal has interviewed Giannis Varoufakis. But
you need to get Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That'd be crazy. But to answer your question, I don't know. I don't think I do a debate that obscure because normally we don't do obscure debates. Usually it's more like daily newsy type focus stuff. But something to consider. But because I'm not sure. Yeah, I believe in social democracy, but I'm not sure how opposed I am to, the project of socialists at this point.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Hey, Kyle, I just want to get your thoughts on David Hogg's group leaders we deserve, trying to get younger, more progressive Dems like Zoran elected. Are they like the new DSA or Justice Democrats? I don't know. I can't really comment on that group in particular because I don't know what their rules are, like what their funding procedures are, and like who they take money from, who they don't take money from, what their process is, how they pick somebody. So, but it's probably overall they're probably not doing bad work though. I'm pretty confident in saying that whatever Democrat they would pick would probably be better than your average Democrat. But are they as good as the Justice Democrats? I don't know.
So David Hogg is good people. He's not.
Yeah, he's generally good. He's generally good.
But he's not in the category of those people that are like getting money promoting like.
No. He's not with the Chorus is the name of that shit. Yeah, he's not.
How did that conversation go with the Chorus person?
Did we talk to a Chorus person? We didn't talk.
I thought you spoke to someone who broke a.
Oh no, we spoke. Oh, you're saying Taylor Lorenz?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not in Chorus. She reported on Chorus. Yeah. We talked to her. That went good. She just told us her what her reporting said basically.
Appreciate you, Matt.
We're doing KKF suggestions. Well, then I got to throw out Nick Hanauer and David Goldstein from Pitchfork Economics. Never heard of them, but I'll write them down.
Pitchfork Economics in the building. Thanks, Matt.
I'll just write down Pitchfork Economics. All right, what do we got next? I'm a National Guard soldier near Chicago. You say military members should resign, but enlisted guardsmen can face prosecution for refusing orders. What's your advice to them? Well, if you resign, you're not going to get any orders once you resign. And you're allowed to resign. You're not a slave. You can say, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to step down. So my advice stays the same. Step down. Step down and also, like, blow the whistle on all the fucked up shit that's happening. You know?
Shout
I
out
mean-
Chicago. Yeah, Chicago.
I mean,
just take a fun day and go to Navy Pier and forget about all
like,
your troubles.
If somebody wants to stay in it for the mission and then after the fact step down and say, here's everything I saw, almost like a mole. Like my
Undercover
higher ups
boss.
gave me this command they said came from Trump directly. Like, then you could do that. But definitely, if you're in the military, I mean, think about it. They fucking attacked a Venezuelan fishing boat, and now we got 7 warships and 4,500 troops about to attack Venezuela and, like, invade it. I give the same advice to them. Fucking resign. Step down. Tell everybody that you're being ordered to do these horrific things. This is not what this country's about. You take an oath to the Constitution. You don't take an oath to a fucking psycho mad king Joffrey type psychopath. So I would say step down.
And speaking of that question, another classic movie, A Few Good Men. All right, take that blueprint and buck the trend. Go against your boss.
And by the way, Zajac, I would also say go, like, you can resign, and then you could also, like, the fact that you're in the Chicago National Guard means you're also, like, qualified to do other shit, right? Like, you could be a police officer, you could be a security guy, there's a lot of things that, because you're in the National Guard there, that could, like, there's other doors that can be open to you. So just, like, I mean, I can't imagine being deployed to, like, hey, go fucking round up your neighbors, right? It's like, this is fucking dark. I can't do that,
I'll be fucked up. Thanks, Joss.
Hi, boys. Jeff Ogilvy's fake nephew here. Australia rejected our Trump and re-elected a boring centrist. Now we're getting small changes around the edges with no bold policy. What do we do about this? I mean, you try to, number one, you try as much as you can to push that motherfucker left. Number two, you try to get somebody who's better and bolder and further left to run in the next election. I mean,
but that's a better option than, like, a Trump type candidate, right?
Yeah, I know it. That's the thing. It's not like, I know it's not like a satisfying thing to say, but boring tweaks around the edges at this moment to me and Corin sounds fucking unbelievable.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, I would give anything to have some boring tweaks around the edges compared to what we got now.
Yeah.
I mean, what we have now is fucking total fucking chaos. It's just horrible.
It's chaos and just, like, the unknown of not knowing what's going to happen. At least you probably have some, like, stability of, like, all right, nothing wild is going to happen. Like, tomorrow we won't wake up and, like, Trump is just fucking got his dick out on screen doing whatever.
Tomorrow you won't wake up and they're like, we've banned all vaccines in Australia.
Yeah.
Like, you're still going to be able to get vaccines. Here it's like we don't know. We don't know. They already cut off the fucking COVID vaccine.
Florida actually banned all vaccines, right? And that was Trump.
No, what Florida did, they didn't ban all vaccines. They banned all vaccine mandates for kids in school. So the way it works is if your kid goes to a public school, they have to get certain vaccines to make sure that we don't get these fucking plagues ripping through the school and getting everybody sick. They banned those vaccine mandates. So now what's going to happen is Florida, you're going to have a lot of people getting a lot of weird fucking illnesses, and now that's going to spread across the state and the country. It's going to be great.
Fucking Florida.
I know, right?
Thanks, Jeff Ogilvy.
Congrats on the Jets almost winning yesterday, Corin. Old man Rogers had to have 4 TDs. Also, Kyle, have you ever done the Trump voice making love? I don't know how I would do that. Oh, that feels really good.
That's a yes, by the way, people.
Right there.
There is no almost winning yesterday. It was a fucking horrible loss, JP, and it's a typical Jets fan loss. But thank you for rubbing it back in.
Wes Nelson, shout out. Irons update from last week. I bought the Ping G40s. Nice. I hit them in my golf cage at home and already love them. Definitely playing golf after work tomorrow. That's awesome. Ping is old reliable, man. Ping is like, they're giving you something that's just going to work and is going to last you a long fucking time.
So do you remember if Pings was
Pings or Callaways?
Yeah, but do you remember one was for looks and one was for...
I said, if you care more about, like, functionality and just hitting good shots, is probably the Pings. If you care more about the look of it, then it might be Callaways if you want, like, a more sleeker, traditional type look.
So shout out Wes.
Pings was the right. I think that was the right move because it's just, I played Pings for a long time. They're just stable. Like, you know what you're getting. You're going to get a nice, forgiving, big club face, and, like, it's a good way to go.
And you got a golf cage at home? Wes, drop more than $4.99, dog. Come on, bro. No, I'm just playing. No, shout out. Thank you,
bro.
Wes.
He just bought some Ping irons. He needs to save some money now.
Yeah,
that shit probably costs a lot of money.
Ping G430s or whatever. That sounds like a gangster ass set of clubs. So they're doing a good job with their names. I like that.
The Texas leftist, shout out, thanks for the $10. I
Thanks,
noticed an
Texas.
Alex Jones crash out video where it shows his son Rex and his co-host. The co-host looks like the guy you roasted for that eradicate the ticks rant as he flashed pics of Bernie and AOC. Maybe it was that guy. You have a better memory than me, though.
I feel like, how do you know what video he's talking about? Doesn't Alex Jones crash out in every single one of his videos?
No, Corin, you didn't see this? This was amazing. So there's this guy named Owen Schroyer who worked for Alex Jones, and I always called him Alex Jones Mini-Me because that's what he is. Like, he wants to be Alex Jones, and so he models himself after Jones. He talks like Jones. He has a show just like Jones. He does his show like Jones. And so Jones, like, took him under his wing, and he paid him, and he was a host of a show on his network. And then they had like a little bit of a falling out, and this guy left the network, but he did it very cordially. Like, he did it very, like, nicely.
Yep.
And Alex Jones fucking crashed out on him, dog, and was just like, "You're a liar. You're a scumbag. You're a fraud. You're a weasel. You're a rat. We hate you. You're evil. I'll strike you down, Satan." Like, he does this long fucking insane rant. And I felt bad for the poor guy, even though they're both pieces of shit.
It's so fucked up when, like, your protege kind of, like, is like, let me try my own shit. And then, like, someone who's, like, made it, and Alex Jones probably lost all of his money, so, like, now he's kind of just salty at everybody. But that happens in like when Bill O'Reilly flipped out on his fucking set and he's just yelling at regular camera workers and shit. Like, just chill the fuck out. Like, it's just like someone's fucking up. They're not doing that shit on purpose. Appreciate you, Texas leftist. Nice default photo.
I think it's important to realize that Zoran has to go through Albany. Hochul is facing a primary against Antonio Delgado next year for lieutenant governor. He supports universal health care, taxing the rich. Thoughts? Love y'all. Yeah, I mean, I think, honestly, Delgado will have a chance because Hochul never got proper elected. It was when Cuomo stepped down that she became the governor, I think, right? If I remember her origin story correctly. So she's never won that election. So to me, that strikes me as like, you're weaker than a candidate who has actually won before. So it's possible Delgado wins. But yeah, I mean, Zoran's going to have to deal with Hochul, and I mean, it's just the reality of politics, right? It gets back to what the other guy was saying about having, like, a boring centrist who does tweaks around the edges. It's like, even if you have somebody who's good, like Zoran, who actually is right on things, he's got to deal with their fucking reality too, right? Like, he's got to deal with all the other people who are in office who he needs to get shit passed. And so it might be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Things might be harder than we anticipate, but we have somebody in there who at least we know is fighting for the right things and is going to try to get us maximally as much as he can, So
is Antonio Delgado good or no?
I don't know. This person brought him up. But according to this person, Delgado supports universal health care and taxing the rich. So it's definitely better than Hochul because Hochul does not support those things.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like name recognition, and you got to be picking up steam now. And if it doesn't have it.
Hochul's like, I don't know. No, it's like, I guess.
I never heard of Hochul. I don't know what the fuck Hochul is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's the New York governor, and like people don't know her because she was just like put there because Cuomo started grabbing everybody's titties, and so he had to step down, and like now she's the governor, But thank you, Matt. Shout out for that big donation.
Matt, appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate that. Bro, I'm sorry, I need to chip in here. Doesn't the moon phase cycle literally affect the tides? I mean, there has to be some chaos theory in that shit.
Facts.
That is true, Shy Guy.
Facts, Shy Guy. Thank you.
That is true. Oh, by the way, when I play Mario Tennis, I oftentimes use Shy Guy. I use Shy Guy and I use Koopa Troopa.
Oh, Shy Guy's a character, right? It's like that ghost looking shit.
Yep. And
that person fucks it up. Yeah.
And he's in Mario Tennis. He's not bad. He's not bad.
Yeah. Thank you, Shy Guy.
That's such a good point too. Like, that shit, you can't, like, if the moon affects the tides, there's a lot of shit that like affects our mood,
Yep. That's what I was trying to get at. That's my point right there.
Facts. Kojiro, thank you for the 5 Dzax. DeepSeek and Perplexity AI are way better than Grok. Hop off Mecha Hitler, dog. I will, but do I have to like download some shit for DeepSeek or Perplexity? That's the one thing that I'm just.
Is that like a comparable thing to ChatGPT?
Yeah, all these things are like ChatGPT.
Oh, ChatGPT is just easy, man. Like, but they need to stop playing because I've been hearing that they're fucking up with their facts.
But yeah, can I just type, is it just like deepseek.com or something, or perplexity.com? Or do I have to like, hey, you got to get this app and you got to log in and you got to show them your dick and you got to do like, that's when I'm like, I'm not doing that,
Yep. That's every app now though, man. I feel like everything I try to download, it's like, give us everything, allow access to everything. Like, they're like, can we see like all of this shit? And I'm like, I'm just trying to do this. You don't need to see all my photos from last week. Appreciate you, Corey Gio.
I'm with Sagar. I think learning basic English, the U.S. language, should be a requirement for the naturalization process. What say you, Kyle? Yeah, I don't think that's crazy. I don't think that's crazy. I mean, I understand. I would say I'm cool.
Naturalization process sounds crazy.
I think that I'm fine with like the official language in the US being English, but I also think we should like codify that the secondary language in the US is Spanish, because it really is the second most commonly spoken language in the US, and like there should be a little bit of recognition for that. But I would agree to the idea of like you have to try to learn English for the naturalization process. But I also think that we should start doing that instead of, I know in the high school I went to, the one me and Corin went to, you get to pick what language you learn and they give you like a bunch of options.
Yeah.
I would rather have it so you have to learn Spanish.
Well, they
I'd rather
do
have
dual
that.
language programs now. I know at a lot of elementary schools, in the school
do 'em
right
in-
next to where my daughters go, they had the option. They can learn English one day, Spanish the next day, and it's like you're everything's in Spanish that day. Dad's kids like have a Spanish program like that.
Yeah, and the reason I say that, so if I could go back, I would have taken Spanish instead of
Same.
Italian.
Yeah.
Because like I said, it's the second most spoken language here in the US.
But it's
and
not like you would have learned. I took Spanish. I don't know that shit.
True, I know, but at least it would have given us, maybe we would have had a chance of like, oh, maybe if we keep this going, we could learn it up. You know what
I
I'm
can
saying?
understand like baño, like, you know, like ir al baño, like I got to go to the bathroom or some shit.
But like to this person's point, yes, if somebody comes here and they don't speak the language, they should start the process of learning how to speak the language. But in return, we should also, part of our regular curriculum should be learn Spanish. Yeah. Because if somebody's here and they don't speak English, usually it's the case they speak Spanish.
Facts.
It's not in some instances, but in many, it is the case. So
facts. Metalhead Matt, you're a real one. Thank you, bro.
Kyle, do you still have the same relationship with Joe Rogan that you used to? What? Have you been asked back on? Also, go Raptors. That's a hilarious question. Of course, I do not have the same relationship with Rogan that I used to. I'm the number one like Rogan hater on the internet.
Yeah, Rogan fell off, man. And go Raptors. Shout out to the Raptors. We're making our way.
My dad yaps about the Muslims taking over the UK via higher birth rates. Topic OD because he's worried about Sharia law taking over. What's your take? That's insane. That's insane. That's literally like the white nationalist great replacement theory bullshit. Also, I don't know what people are so fucking scared of, because if you actually believe that Western culture is like superior and like secular Enlightenment values in the West are superior, then like other cultures coming here, they will have to assimilate into that, because this is the dominant culture and it's the most people that are in that culture. So you can't keep your little like enclave with your own thing going on for so long. You can only keep that going on for so long. So like we've seen this 1,000 times. People immigrate here, like Irish immigrants will come here, Italian immigrants will come here. And for the first generation, yeah, the grandparents might only speak Italian, or they might only speak Irish or whatever the fuck. And then what'll happen is by the time the next generation comes, and definitely by the time the one after that comes, everybody's perfectly American and perfectly assimilated. So I don't understand this like, you know, fear of different religions or different races coming here. Like that's the most American shit. Like we grew up in New York. Like it would have been weird to not have diversity, to not have different races, religions, and creeds and shit, you know? So I just never understood that mindset of being like, what you need everybody to be just white. And then the other thing is now we accept so many different people in the category of white, like Irish and Italian. They didn't used to be considered white. Now we accept Catholics as white. They didn't used to be considered white. It was only Protestants who were considered white. So like the shit just keeps expanding. And like, what you'll realize is like they're all just fucking people, and everybody will assimilate over time. It's not like there's going to be fucking Sharia law taking over. That's psycho.
Facts. Ditto to all that, man. Appreciate you, Upset.
On KKF, you had Jank and Anna on so far. Will you bring on John Iderola sometime, host the Damage Report and the most watched TYT show? You two are my favorite commentators. Yeah, I could. That's not a bad idea. Thank you for the recommendation.
Cosmere Dragon. Look at you.
John Iderola.
Appreciate you, man. I think I know, I know that name. I've seen that guy.
He's Iderola is sort of holding it down for the original TYT mindset.
Well, that's maybe why I remember him, because he was doing TYT when we went out there.
Yeah, and he's like he's like the remaining TYT person who's like, you know, being like old school TYT and not falling in this centrist pipeline stuff, you know.
Good. Cosmere Dragon, thank you, bro.
I knew you were cooked when Arizona Tea. I knew we were cooked when Arizona Tea raised their price from their iconic 99 cents. Hooked me up with some of that big seltzer dark money. Yeah, man, that's a terrible sign, isn't it?
Did they actually do it though?
Yeah, I think they had to. I think it was the tariffs.
Man,
I think it was the tariffs. That's because
sucks.
they were committed to that 99-cent shit, homie. They were committed to that 99
They literally
cent
like
shit.
it's on their packaging. So like they had to make a new label. They had to have a marketing graphic designer change their label to take the 99 cents off that shit.
Jesus Christ.
I also got mad at them when they did a collab with the Rizzler. Like, chill. You guys don't need to do a fucking collab with the Rizzler. But yeah, if that's actually true, if they did raise it from 99 cents, because I feel like I'm paying 99 cents. And sometimes at Stop and Shop, it's shit's even like 79 cents.
Ooh.
But fuck them if they did go up. But shout out
It
to
wouldn't
them.
be them. It'd be Trump. It'd be the
Yeah,
tariffs.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. They got to just do it.
Like, I have no doubt they want to keep that bitch 99
They
cents.
definitely do. That guy's a
Kyle,
real one.
please have Arun Anno to discuss the Indian subcontinent fascism. Hint, many things will sound very familiar. Also, cast problems with Communist Party of India. I never heard of this person, but I'll write them down and check them out also. What's the name?
Jasmine. Arun Anaro.
Arun Anno.
Appreciate you, Jasmine. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, we'll go a little quicker.
Why make a song specifically for a brand? Privatization is ruining this country. Insert Soviet joke here.
Trying to go viral. Look at the YMCA, man. That shit's around forever. They're getting royalties.
Yeah, but YMCA, isn't that YMCA public, right?
Probably not. There's people making money off that shit.
No, let me look this up. Is the YMCA?
They gotta have like people making money.
I thought the YMCA was public. The YMCA is not a public institution. Oh, in the sense of being government owned or freely accessible to anyone. It's a nonprofit. Okay. It's a nonprofit that operates community centers, gyms, pools, programs focused on you. Yeah, bro, if I was president, we would have these big free community centers that are all sports related. So you have like a whole bunch of indoor soccer fields, a whole bunch of indoor ice rinks. You have some fucking basketball gyms. You have fucking golf simulators. You have pickleball areas, tennis courts. Like, that alone would fix so much in this country where everybody would be able to go. Everybody would be able to go like, oh, I got my fucking like pickleball league this week, so I go play every Thursday and every Tuesday. Like, people would feel much more connected if they just had a place to go. I would build those shits everywhere in this country.
Yeah. No, for real. It's true. But here's the next shout out. Where would you guys rank Round Table Pizza? I've never heard of Round Table Pizza.
For me, way too filling. Also, second hot take: Raising Cane's doesn't hold a candle to Wingstop, in my opinion.
Bugging.
Corin is not.
Wingstop either.
Corin is not buying that.
Banging. I never had Round Table. You heard of Round Table Pizza?
No, I never even heard of Round Table. No.
Yeah, I'll give that shit an F too. But Raising Cane's, you can't. Don't shit on Matt. Chill on Raising Cane's. I rock with you, dog. But come on.
I don't Corin. Don't ever bring up Raising Cane's around Crystal because she's not a fan.
What?
Yeah, she's not a fan. She's like, their menu's too simple. They have like one fucking
That's what I
sauce.
love, and they got like a bread that's buttery, and she's bugging. The coleslaw's good.
Yo, Corin, love your content. Kyle, tonight, Jenk and Anna just gave MTG a hot stone massage on TYT in 4K. She was embarrassing. Will you cover on Secular Talk? Well,
wait, what? They gave an actual hot stone massage, or is that
no? They're saying that they gave like a fawning interview to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Justin, I don't know if I have it in me to watch that. If I'm being honest with you.
Wait, TYT had that fucking Majority Taylor Greene lady on.
Psycho ass bitch.
Yeah, they're going down, man.
I know.
Thank you to Kathy.
I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know if I have it in me to watch that, homie. I really don't.
That's a tough one.
Don't. That's. I'm so tired. I can't do this shit, Awesomely curious. Shout out for the 5. Dzax. Hey, Kyle and Corin. What are your thoughts on Kat Abu Ghazale's Illinois 9th congressional run and Omar Fatah's Minneapolis mayoral run? Love from Chicago. I love both of them, and I hope they win. We actually had Kat on Crystal Kyle and Friends, so everybody can go check out that interview. We had her on. It was a while ago. It was back when she still had Jan Schakowsky or whatever the woman's name was, who was the congresswoman. She was still in, but she dropped out now. She's not running for re-election. So Kat, can definitely win. So we had her on back then. She's running like a, very millennial Gen Z coded campaign. A lot of it's online and shit. A lot of it's like posting about shit and covering real issues and whatever. So she's great. Omar Fatah is great too. He was I think he was sort of screwed over by the Democrats in Minneapolis, but I think he's gonna do well. So I support both of them.
There it is. Awesomely curious. Thanks for Chicago. We're almost getting.
Did Kyle ever see the long ass vid Dave Smith made dissing him because of Joe Rogan? Why does the left give him a pass when he's literally a leader of the Von Mises LP caucus and rode for Trump in 24? Thank you, Diego, for the $10. So to answer your question here, the left largely gives Dave Smith a pass because he's very vocal on being anti-war. and there's so few voices that are anti-war that when anybody's anti-war, you're like, yay, somebody's anti-war. So that's why he largely gets a pass. People sort of overlook that he's bad on like a whole host of other issues because they're like, hey, at least he's good on war. So I kind of understand where people come from in that respect. Now, to answer your question, I did not watch that video. If somebody makes like a dedicated hate video to me or a dedicated, and I don't think it's a hate video, he's probably just disagreeing with me on some shit, which is fine. I'm really not interested in watching the whole shit.
Yeah.
I'm really not. Like,
you know, what's the point?
You could say what you want. You could disagree with me. You could whatever. It's like, say your piece, but I'm not really all that interested.
Yep.
So I didn't watch that at all. But now I feel like as time goes by, my takes age better and better and better because obviously Joe Rogan has fucking lost his mind. He thought, Corin, I don't know if you saw this. I covered it today. Rogan thought the world's most obvious fake AI video of Tim Walz like wearing a fuck Trump shirt and slapping his ass. Rogan thought it was real. And he was saying it. And Jamie was like, that shit's not real. That shit's AI. And he was like, nah, this got to be real. And he was like, no, bro, it's not real. It's fucking AI. And then he does the shit where he's like, you know why I thought it was real? Because that's something he would do. And it's like, oh my God, bro, stop embarrassing yourself.
Think about all the other times where he's had wrong shit that he said is right. I mean, like, at least I'll say, like, nothing I say is probably true or accurate. People take his shit for gold.
I know, he's got like millions of listeners. You can't just fucking wing it like that, you know?
Shit. Thanks, Diego. I promise we're getting to the end, Kyle.
Ben Shapiro was on the Breakfast Club, and there wasn't enough pushback. Please get on there and give a proper crash course.
Ben Shapiro on the fucking Breakfast Club.
Well, to be fair, from what I saw, at least the clips I saw, there was some pushback from Charlemagne, but I haven't watched the whole thing.
Oh,
but yeah, I don't know. It's weird to have Ben Shapiro and like fucking give him even like a somewhat friendly interview is kind of crazy. Like, well, who listens to the Breakfast Club is like, I can't wait to hear what Ben Shapiro has to say today. Like, nobody fucking from the Breakfast Club is like, none of the audience members are caring about Ben Shapiro. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of wild. Thank you. Okay, nice guy.
Kyler, too quirked up of white boy to be phased by trends. Is that what that said?
Yeah.
Trends. Phased by trends. Am I though? I was kind of making an argument that I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
The argument, I was the guy who said high heels used to be masculine and now they're feminine, and the pink used to be the boy's color and blue used to be the girl's color, and then that flipped. And I wear the fucking earrings and I have the fucking bleached hair. So I'm pretty trended up, homie. Yeah. I'm trended up.
Yeah, chill out, Jorgen Jurgensen, but we love you though, dog.
Ryan Green, Kyle, have you ever watched / read any Robert Sapolsky? I'd love to see him on KKF to discuss his views of the non-existence of free will and its implications on policy society. He's obviously lefty too. No, I haven't. Robert Sapolsky. I'll write him down too and check him out. Robert.
Hopefully, there's a good suggestions.
But what I was gonna say is the only people who I like know their free will takes are like Sam Harris and Daniel Dennett. Those are the only two that I've heard talk about free will. And this guy doesn't believe in free will, so he's like a determinist. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been interested enough in that to really sort of go deep on it. So no, I'm not really familiar with that guy, but I'll take a look at him since you mentioned him.
Appreciate you, Ryan.
I think sports might be the best way to spread class consciousness. For example, capitalism ruined NFL red zone. Everyone is pissed. Maybe Corin can explain. Oh, before you say that shit, Corin, about NFL red zone and how capitalism ruined it, that shit happened with the NBA, dog. I don't know if did you see the weekly schedule with how you watch the NBA this year?
It's like on 9,000 different networks, right?
Bro, every day it's on some different shit. Yeah, and some of the shit you got to log into it and you got to have the streaming platform. Other shit is on TV. Like, it's all over the place.
There's a reason why ratings are down. Like, they think that like they're gonna make more money, but the fact that like you there's just so many different ways to watch this shit is one spreading out like kind of where you watch it. So viewership's gonna be down just because I might be watching on this channel, you're watching on this channel, so that's gonna decrease like between those two. The fact that like there's so many different ways to watch almost makes me be like, I really don't care that much about, you know, Toronto versus, you know, the Grizzlies. I'm not even gonna fucking watch that shit. And
it's not like each day it's on one shit, but you gotta keep like it used to be you just turn on the TV and go to fucking TNT and that's it. It's gonna be on that shit.
Yep, they'll have 2 games, boom, you watch both of those shits, and they used to probably get huge ratings.
And now it's you gotta have this streaming service and that streaming service, and on Mondays it's this one, and on Tuesdays it's that one, and on Wednesdays it's on this channel. And on Thursdays, it's on this other channel. And it's like,
it's
come on, man. And it's even got to the point where now it's not even like you buy League Pass and you got everything. It's not even like that anymore.
No.
And that shit that's capitalism fucking ruining it because they wanted all the money. So they needed to make 5 different fucking brand deals with different fucking networks. And here we are. And now we're in fucking hell because of it.
Well, so what happens? I mean, like ultimately, I feel like you still have like for football, you still have to sit through it. Like I watch a Jets game and there's a random fucking commercial, and I'm like, well, this is annoying, but I still want to watch the Jets game. But I think at some point I'm gonna stop watching other games because I just am so frustrated with all the commercials. Does it get to a point where they get rid of it because people are just like not watching anymore? Where they're like, yo, we got to go back to no commercials? Or is it like too much of a tipping point where they're like they can't make so much money if people stop watching, you know? Or is it just like an unlimited corporate money for commercials?
I think what they realize is we got the market corner now, and we're just going to squeeze these motherfuckers for all they're worth.
It's crazy.
NFL is such a staple. It's the American sport. It's like number
Sad.
one. So they
Yeah.
realize we got you by the fucking balls, and now
Yeah.
we're gonna squeeze every fucking penny out of this. And
Yeah.
that's why people cherish the few places that have not been overly corporatized.
Yeah.
So like Wimbledon, the tennis thing.
Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
made a point of like, we're not doing a whole bunch of
Ads, all this
corporate bullshit.
Yep. Yep.
The Masters, same
Yep.
shit. They're like, we don't do a whole bunch of corporate shit here.
Yep.
Like that's just off the table.
Yep.
And everybody fucking love. Those are the two examples of the places people. Oh my god, I love the Masters. Every other shit, people are like, yo,
Every 2 seconds, commercial.
every 2 seconds, and it's like, fuck you for fucking trying to squeeze every penny out of this shit. Like, is nothing fucking sacred? And the
Yep.
answer is no. In capitalism, nothing's sacred.
Yeah, and I'll just say the one last thing is like when the Chiefs were playing the Chargers in Brazil, it's not even a football game at this point anymore. It's like there's concerts, there's side shit, there's Cam Newton fucking talking about this, and it's sponsored by this. There's a influencer with a bag. It's like it's too much, and it's annoying because it's like a lot of people are pissed off that Red Zone doesn't have commercial free, telecast anymore. So it's frustrating. And I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen because of it.
Shout out, Matt.
Oh, this one, we had to I got to clarify because Molly's mad at me. She thinks I'm nasty for saying that I don't wash my hands. I do fucking wash my hands.
Kyle, did Crystal know before last week's show you are vehemently anti-hand washing? First of all, Daniel, I object to your framing. I did not say I'm anti-hand washing. I said I'm anti-hand washing after pissing. I said I'm pro hand washing after shitting. So don't try to lump both those shits in there. Like, oh, you're
like
anti-hand washing.
Yeah, like you don't wash your hands at all. You're on some.
Yeah, like I just took a massive dookie and fucking didn't wash my hands, or like I fucking make a point of never washing my hands, or I don't believe in germ theory, like fucking Pete Hegseth, the dipshit who runs the Department of Defense. Department of War, actually.
Yeah, that was a wild one.
But like, does she know? Of course, she knows everything about me. She's my fucking wife.
Yeah.
She's with me 24/7. She sleeps next to me. Of course, she knows fucking everything about me.
Yeah. We wash our hands. All right. I need to clarify that because Molly's
but
like,
I don't after I piss, and I'm fucking proud of it. And all of you need to get on the same fucking boat if you're being real adults, okay?
Yeah.
Be serious.
Facts.
You're just pissing. Is your dick that disgusting? Basically, what you're telling me, if you wash your hands after you piss, you're telling me I got the funkiest dick. My dick smells like old cheese.
I need to go wash it. Yeah.
And rotting ham. Like,
Facts.
That's what you're saying if you say you wash your hands after you piss.
Facts. Daniel, thank you, bro.
Thank you, Kyle, for keeping my brother out of the right with your coverage. Also coming from a Ravens fan. Good luck with the Jets, Corin.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Ravens
you, Taylor.
Ravens don't. I mean, they look good last night, but then lost at the end. So I wouldn't be so. I mean, you got Lamar Jackson, but you guys lost too. So boom, Taylor. But thank you for the super chat.
Unlike modern reboot movies, I love K&C 90s nostalgia talk. My question: are you afraid of the dark versus Goosebumps? Also, Corin reminds me of Pacey from Dawson's Creek. Oh, that's actually quite a compliment, I would say.
Pacey, I'm trying to remember which one that was. I think I know with the brown hair.
Yeah, you could Google that bitch.
Yeah, I will.
I see what you're talking about. Are You Afraid of the Dark always scared the shit out of me because it would always come on with that creepy ass theme music, and I'd have to change the channel because it would scare me. It would legit scare me as a kid.
Yeah.
And Goosebumps, I always fuck with Goosebumps because the covers were always cool as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't really remember reading those shits, but I remember the covers being like cool.
I don't remember any of the shit that I read, but I remember Goosebumps. I feel like Goosebumps wins in that fight just because Goosebumps was so iconic with their books. Like, and to your point, their covers were just next level.
On point.
And I think they had like the slime in their shit. Like it looked like it was droopy and it was scary, but it was also like, I feel like I remember I could read it without being so scared. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I used to like when that shit came on, I made it a point to change the channel because that shit was creepy.
Scary.
It was like creepy. It was scary. Their storylines were on some shit where you were like, who would think of a clown sucking off a guy in a pinball machine or something like that? Like, so like they took it next level scary. Goosebump is just universally known as like a banger. Like you saw that book, you wanted to read it. You saw the cover, you thought that shit was dope. So Goosebumps wins in that category. But And thanks for the super chat and also the Pacey connection. This is
Appreciate
Molly's
that,
dad.
Josh.
So he gets some
George
love.
Wade, shout out George. Thanks for
George.
the $2. And thanks
Oh,
for
he threw another
tolerating Corin.
5. Yo,
I
George,
have to go
thanks,
back.
bro.
I have to go back to last week. Touch your junk, wash your hands, or are we not shaking hands for sure? I'll make sure to just give the knuckles when I see you.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah, knuckles
I'll give you the knuckles.
to Pops over there. Yeah, sorry about that. I do wash my hands. I wash
He's talking
our
to me.
kids'
He's talking to
hands.
me. He's talking to me.
Yeah. To Kyle. Yeah,
I love how
not
you got
on
tainted
there.
with my opinion now.
No, because I think I took it next level, and I was like talking about even when you drop a deuce, the toilet paper protects your hand, and Molly was like, "Nah, joking about like some nasty shit isn't cool." So I do wash my hands. All right, Molly, I wash my hands. I'm sanitary. Okay. This is Lilith. What's up, Lily?
My grandson
I don't
is
even know if that's a
officially
nickname for
a
you.
fan 3 generations now. Shout out Lilith. Shout out to your grandson.
Lilith,
Love
you're
to
a
the
real
whole
one.
family.
Yeah. Lizzie, thank you.
Would you be interested in interviewing a representative for NOTA on KKF? NOTA, No Tech for Apartheid, is an international campaign that works to end Project Nimbus, a contract between Google, Amazon, and Israel.
If that's real, that's what's up. It all sounds like some made up shit that you're just trying to like.
It sounds like a plot to a movie or something.
Yeah, like you just connected mad
NOTA.
shit to be like, let me connect apartheid with tech, and then let me throw Israel in this bitch,
and Google
and Google and Amazon and Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
And can you interview all those motherfuckers?
I just wrote down. I'll take a look, Lizzie, at NOTA and see what their deal is, and I'll talk to my wife about it.
Appreciate you, Lizzie. Thank you, though. There's like 3 more of these.
Fuentes, like you, Kyle, never done an ad read and only takes money, but he's also a Nazi. What do we do? Come on, man. And only makes money by small listener funds. His track record has been consistent. He's an honest actor, but he's a white nationalist.
Yeah.
You've decided he's offered to debate multiple times. Okay, I don't want to debate.
Yeah, debating is not a good
If
format.
Jews are a subhuman species who fucking run the entire planet, I'm not interested in that debate. That's fucking stupid. I don't want to debate that, and I don't want to validate that mindset. That's so crazy. Yeah, like no, that like I was always on the fence of, hey, is my policy like, bro, I'll debate anybody about anything anywhere, or do I have some standards and some rules and some shit where it's like, you know what, maybe it's not a good idea to like pretend like this is a serious debate. And like I have some simple ass rules. I wouldn't debate a serial killer. I wouldn't debate a child rapist. I wouldn't debate a jihadist or a tanky or a liar or a violent paranoid schizophrenic, and I don't want to debate somebody who fucking defends Hitler.
Yeah.
And by the way, just so everybody knows, again, this is not me just saying it. That when I first came across Fuentes, he was debating Alex Jones, and the topic was, do you admire Hitler? And Alex Jones said, no, I don't admire Hitler. And Nick Fuentes said, I admire Hitler.
That's wild.
That's all I gotta know, dog.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna fucking what are we gonna talk about after that? The fucking marginal tax rate?
Yeah, I don't even know like have you
credit. I'm supposed to give him credit that he takes small dollar donations while he's fucking admiring Hitler. Like
they like put a NBA comparison thing on the screen, and it's just like for that guy, it's like one of his little tabs is like supports Hitler. Like you know who's like winning the argument in the debate.
It's just take small dollar donations. Take small dollar donations. Supports Hitler. Doesn't support it. It's like what are we doing, bro? Come on, man. This is crazy.
Appreciate you though, Samson.
KKF suggestion, y'all ever think of talking to the enemy within? He is a left-wing truck driver speaking the truth in a conservative field. Also, he has an interesting story being raised in...
I feel like wasn't there a truck driver who had a YouTube channel back in 88 when we were doing like Kyle and Corin? I feel like there was like a guy driving a truck that was running for office or something like that. I wonder where that guy is.
Yeah, word. Facts.
You ever think about talking to the enemy within?
The enemy within. I'll look.
Oh, that's the name of his shit.
Yeah, truck driver. Okay, yeah, I'll look him up.
Doesn't matter who cares. Thank you a lot.
I'll say this: there is a big lane for somebody who's has a deep Southern accent and is a lefty. That person would make $1 bazillion if they did that shit.
Facts.
I don't know if this person has an accent, but it would be awesome. Josh Ramirez, shout out for thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, how do you see this whole Trump regime ending? Feels like it won't end in an election. Trump won't go away without a fight. Shit will go down. Bro, if we're lucky, Trump kicks the bucket within the next 3 years, you know? And that's like, honestly, that's best case scenario for the country. Because if he doesn't, you're right. He's not going to fucking leave. And then it's going to be a whole thing. And it's going to be a crisis. And it's
Or
like,
he's going to try and like kind of, he might Jedi somebody into the office that like is a puppet.
like his
for
puppet.
him.
Yeah. JD Vance would do it. Right.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Exactly.
But would it be a free and fair election for JD Vance to win? No, they would fucking
Hell
steal
no.
that shit.
They're going to say they did it for Kamala. We're going to do it for our person.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you though, Josh. Are you excited
Tyler,
for Jon Stewart
Jon
tonight?
Stewart's tonight? Break is over. Also love the show. Shout out Emily. Appreciate you. Thanks for the $5.
Thanks,
I will be watching. Usually I watch, the day after on YouTube, but yeah, I always like watching his stuff because then sometimes he gives me stuff to cover. So it's always good.
I got a friend actually who like gets tickets for Jon Stewart show too. So I'm going to try and ask if, or for the Daily Show, if I can get tickets for a Monday night, but it's probably going to be impossible. Yeah, it'd be dope.
That'd be awesome.
How
come neither Secular Talk or Breaking Points have a weatherman? We just don't do weather. I could recommend weather for you though. There's a channel called Ryan Hall, y'all. Check him out on YouTube.
What does he do?
He's a YouTube weather guy. Like
Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's now guys who are like weather experts and meteorologists and shit who have YouTube channels and they'll give you like daily updates on the weather.
What?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the weather channel?
Bro, they got good views. Some of them have more subs than I do.
For the weather?
Mm-hmm.
That's mind blowing because they were always fucking wrong about that shit. And like that's one thing on the news where I'm like, oh, the weather's on. Like he can't be on some like say some crazy shit. Like it's literally just like, is it gonna rain or not? It's gonna rain.
Well, they'll tell you like the trends, like what the winter's supposed to be like and shit. Like they could forecast out ahead.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Thank you though. Evan.
What do you think of Pedstiny and Hutch taking dark money, pushing paid propaganda? Honestly, just can't take these people seriously anymore. Yeah, I answered a question on them last week. Apparently, they were saying that they wanted to kick lefties out of the coalition. I don't know if they mentioned me specifically or Hassan specifically or whoever specifically, but we talked about this last week. I think it's crazy. In this moment, I feel like it's crazy to shit on the left at all because it's like, wait a second, we're supposed to be doing this liberal leftist alliance to defeat fucking insane fascists who are ruining the whole country. They're cutting fucking pediatric cancer research and Meals on Wheels.
Yeah,
Can we put our fucking issues aside and just like attack the right, which is what needs to be done?
Yeah.
But I'm unfamiliar with them. I don't think they were part of the chorus scandal. But I'm assuming this person's referring to either the chorus scandal or there some other way they may have been taking them. But I don't know. I haven't heard the allegations, so I can't really comment if they're part of that.
Jesus, thank you, man. This next one's gonna make me tear up a little bit.
Hey, Corin, what do you do?
I'm currently unemployed. This is my job. Very grateful to Kyle for helping me, keep my
brother
YouTube
up with
channel afloat. No, I worked for Wilson for like 9 years. I did a lot of like influencer work, celebrity identification and stuff like that. So did a lot of cool shit in the past.
And he would travel a lot for Wilson. He would be at the U.S. Open one day, and they would send him to some fucking volleyball tournament in fucking Arizona the next day, and like he'd be all over the place. Yeah.
Yep, now I'm just a bum.
He loved that shit too. He loved his job there.
I did.
So, by the way, if anybody's out there, if you're part of some sports company, this dude has a degree in sports shit. Like he's many years of working at Wilson, like knows his shit.
So if you work at holla at me.
Any fucking sports related company, holla at your boy.
Appreciate you though, Jacob. This is
Colombian Rican, New York. Shout out for the $5. I work as a logistics coordinator. Tariffs are doing a lot of damage. Used to get a lot of import orders before, but it's been dried up for months now. Bro, Crystal told me there's like a decrease of 80% of goods coming in the U.S. from other countries right now because of the tariffs.
I believe
80%, bro. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah. It's affecting a lot of companies. Either prices are going super, super skyrocketed or the companies are going out of business because they can't fucking do enough shit. Thank you, though, Colombian Rican. Keep doing good work.
Launch my city council campaign. People attacking me for being too pro-labor. Jesus. Can't say I mind the rumors, LOL. Thank you for years of inspiration. Nathan for Green Acres site for those who want to support. Well, shout out, Nathan. I hope that goes well. I hope your city council campaign goes well. Everybody go show some love. Nathan for Green Acres. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks, Nathan. All right, 2 more. These are the last 2. David.
Y'all rock with Dave's Hot Chicken. Never had it. A video of you guys eating the hottest Reaper one would be fire. Bro, I can't handle the most mild shit.
Yeah.
I got my, come on, man. He's got that Jewish stomach. His shit is weak as fuck. I got I order mild at the most. Fucking wing shit,
I get mild or medium maybe if I'm feeling kind of dangerous. But Dave's Hot Chicken, I had something in Nashville one time. It might have been Dave's Hot Chicken, and that shit was kind of hot. Maybe I'll do a challenge of eating like one of these hottest chips or some shit, but those things to me scare me. I've seen too many
Bro.
videos of people dying from that shit.
Bro, for real, like you could actually physically get fucking hurt with that shit. Like
Yeah.
I heard somebody was telling me the other week that their mom took one of their Zins. It was a 9 milligram Zin and put it in her mouth when he
Oof.
was in the shower
Yeah.
and came out. She was crying, throwing up, and said she wanted to go to the hospital.
I believe it.
Like
That
this,
would've
like
been
shit'll
me.
fuck people up, dog. Whether it's the super hot chicken or fucking a Zin, and you
Yeah.
don't do them, like you can
Yeah.
get fucked up.
If you watch the Minecraft movie, there's Steve's Lava Chicken is what my daughter's singing. That's a good song if you ever want to go
Oh,
on.
is that the chicken jockey shit when they say chicken jockey?
Maybe he's just like Steve's Lava Chicken, yeah, it's spicy as hell. It's a good Jack Black. Shout out Jack Black. He's another great actor that I like.
Yeah,
School of
he's
Rock
funny.
is a good movie.
He's funny. Speaking of Southern accent lefties, you guys ever heard of Cliff Cash? The man makes me laugh. No, but I'll type that in.
Cliff Cash. Thank you, Raw Racer.
I'm a fan
You're
of all.
OG too.
Everybody needs to. It's Cliff Cash. Yeah, I'm a fan of all Southern
people with
accent lefties. Richard Ojeda is the best one. Everybody's got to check him out. Ojeda Live. He has a YouTube channel. Check him out.
Raw Racer. Thank you. Last one. Battle Beast.
Stewart 2028. Wall Stewart 2028. Yeah, I would love that. I would fucking love that. Let's get that shit done because we needed to save the country. Probably Stuart Walls, I would prefer, ideally. Kyle, you should dye your hair brown for when you hit 2 million subs. We'll love it for the one time. You can tell people that you'll do dye if you hit the sub count, and that'll make it happen soon. Yeah,
That's true, but he's not I feel like you're not worried about that.
It's controversial, right? Like some people like it, some people don't like it, my hair.
I feel like he would have to say, like, I'm gonna dye my hair green or some shit if I like get the 2 million subs. Like going back to brown, I feel like maybe there's a big audience of people that want you to go back to brown, but the shit is chilling how it is.
I think it's like 50-50 probably, my audience.
Yeah.
But the people who want it to be brown are the more vocal ones. They're just like, fucking put it back, you know.
Are you oh yeah, you haven't decided if you're doing anything for 2 mil, right?
I haven't decided anything yet. No, if I do anything, it might just be, whatever, a live stream or something. We'll see.
All right, that's everything. Kyle, always appreciate you. Love you, dog. I'm trying to throw one final message up, but I can't find something good. But that's maybe do a mohawk. There you go. We'll end on that.
Mohawk, and that would look ridiculous for me.
Love you guys. Thank you everyone for an awesome stream. Kyle, appreciate you staying on for a while, answering some questions. We'll see you next Weekington.
All right. Love you guys. Peace.
Later, everybody.